Completamos 35 anos. Celebre connosco.
Tem mais mega do que Megatron. Gossica tem ninguém pra flamar, just tá bom. Olha vídeo só na qualidade, é bom. Bordado no inteiro, solta baixa som. Tem swag, tem tanto mega como podia abrir um cyber. Boco cham na WhatsApp, bota o cham na vibe.
Pode, super mod, pode. Não sei qual swag, super mod, não pode. Mistura palco, swag e repeat. Manda 50 meme e repeat. Bota tudo, se snap e repeat. Se perguntou, liga net e repeat. É power. Poder de juventude não sei power. Swag é costume, grita power. E bateria quente luz, corta com power. Power ti na hora de dormir.
Exagera na partida.
Super mod, pode.
Tudo vídeo, todo dia.
Super mod, pode.
Entro na fotografia.
Super mod, pode. Não sei qual swag, super mod, não pode.
Reativa os teus pacotes PST e acumula os teus megas para gastares como quiseres. Exagera nas tuas partilhas, porque tu podes.
Completamos 35 anos. Celebre connosco.
Tem mais mega do que Megatron. Consiga ter ninguém pra falar, mas já está bom. Olha vídeo só na qualidade, é bom. Acordado no inteiro, solta baixa som. Tem swag, tem tanto mega como podia abrir um cyber. Boca o cham na WhatsApp, bota o cham na
pode, super mod, tipo pode. Não sei pode, swag, super mod, não pode. Mistura palco, swag e repeat, Manda 50 meme e repeat, Hoje é tudo se snap e repeat, Eles perguntou, liga net e repeat. É power, poder de juventude não sei power. Swag é costume, grita power. E bateria que entre luz, corta com power. Power aqui na hora de dormir.
Exagera na partilha.
Super mod, pode.
Tudo vídeo, tudo dia.
Super mod, pode.
Entrou na fotografia.
Super mod, pode. E não sei pode, swag, super mod, não pode.
Reativa os teus pacotes PST e acumula os teus megas para gastares como quiseres. Exagera nas tuas partilhas, porque tu podes.
Completamos 35 anos. Celebre connosco.
Tem mais mega do que Megatron. Gossica tem ninguém pra falar, just tá bom. Olha vídeo só na qualidade, bom. Acordado no tinteiro, solta baixa som. Tem swag, tem tanto mega como podia abrir um cyber. Boco cham na WhatsApp, bota o cham na Viber.
Não sei para swag, só para mod no pôr. Mistura palco, swag e repeat. Manda 50 meme e repeat. Hoje é tudo se snap e repeat. Eles perguntam, liga net e repeat. É power. Poder de juventude não sei power. Swag é costume e grita power. E bateria quente lua, guarda com power. Power aqui na hora de dormir.
Exagera na partilha.
Só para mod pro pôr.
Tudo vídeo, todo dia.
Só para mod pro pôr.
Entro na fotografia.
Só para mod pro pôr. E não sei para swag, só para mod no pôr.
Reativa os teus pacotes PST e acumula os teus megas para gastares como quiseres. Exagera nas tuas partilhas, porque tu podes.
the printed sheet to the stream online. The names are different. I don't know if they, like the first heat is different than the first heat printed. Yeah, look. Here it says Titi Lopez and in the Deio.
Yes.
And on the sheet it says Titi Lopez and Hugo Marin.
Yeah, no. You know, the yellow ones were the ones in the draw, and you don't have them filled out.
I'll go around to the back. It's on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Is this the heat?
We're live now. You can kick off.
So welcome everybody to the GKA Kite-Surf World Cup event here in Cabo Verde. Here with Heat 1 of the single elimination, we have local rider Titi Lopez and the Italian Deio. Both of these guys you can see just playing around, getting a feel for the waves. Out on the back, they're waiting for some of the sets. Make sure you remember to tune in on the GKA website. You have the live scoring also, so we will be showing you exactly what these guys, the heats that they're doing, and also all the scores that they're getting. The waves are starting to push up throughout the morning. We've been here since 8 o'clock and it's just getting bigger and bigger. And here you have on the wave, nice bottom turn. So it's really nice to be here in the lovely island of Cape Verde. It's amazing the conditions we have in these places. This is one of the most beautiful waves we have out there. Cross offshore wind, the waves, these are the birthplace for people like Collino, Montero. Here you have on the wave Titi going off the top. Look at the spray coming off there. Just eyeing down the little sections, being really intelligent here because he is actually making sure that he can rack up those scores. Obviously at the beginning you want to be getting a few scores on the board, getting your flow, getting a feel for it, and then as you make sure that you have a few numbers, then you can start putting in the risk and putting in the power. We have a maximum wave count of 15 waves for the guys, so that means that they can only choose 15 waves. It seems like a lot, but when you are in there, you have to, you know, it's really important on the competition side to keep your wave count. Last year, guys, actually, like Mito Montero, some of the guys missed a couple of waves in their heat because of this, so it's a really important thing. You know, competition is completely different from freeride. So you have here on the left hand side of your screen with the duotone kite is Mr. Deio from Italy, and on the outside, looks like he's picking up a wave there, is Titi Lopez, the local, coming down. Nice bottom turn off the top. Look at that laid back turn, really nice. You can see this guy rides here often, making sure he hits the wave in that critical section, eyeing it down. Nice couple little turns there. Really good style. Yeah, I mean, the Cape Verdeans, this is their bread and butter. Every single day they have awesome waves, and Punta Preta is world renowned. You know, even from the windsurfing days, you have locals like Josh Angulo, all of the boys. We currently have Victor Fernandez here also surfing these waves. It just shows the quality and the potential that this location have, and it is great to be here, back here for the second year, and also to kick off the tour with an event like this with these conditions is a dream made true. As you can see, we can start getting some people here on the beach. You can literally touch these riders. It's amazing to see how the wave is so close, even also how close to the rocks they come. It's a really important to keep the security. We have our race director, Mr. Juan Antonio, upstairs, and Vicente in charge of all the lifeguards, so it's great to have such an awesome organization here. There you have Mr. Deio. Oh, just getting pulled by a gust there. Still in the mornings here, it's a little bit gusty, and as the afternoon fills out, it starts getting more and more constant. Also, you know that the tide will start pushing as well. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some big sets. Yesterday we were already here, and it was insane to see these guys riding and to see how they can just pull everything off. So there we have Mr. Deio eyeing out. Looked like he was going to go for that wave, but no, obviously he's seeing something out of the back, feels the energy, you know, the ocean is pumping. We have Mother Nature on our side. We probably have 4 to 5 to 6 foot nice peeling waves. This is one of the best right-handers in the world for kite surfing, and it is insane to be here. Also remember, we will be posting all of the live scoring as well. First couple of heats, we've had a couple of little technical issues that we were moving for, so soon we will be able to also have all the scores up, so you will be able to see wave to wave exactly what is happening. There we go, there we have Mr. Deio eyeing up a wave, seeing just breaking a little bit to see if he can get down that section. Comes in, he's going to pull the kite, get a nice bottom turn. Yeah, really nice, just not quite getting, you know, judges are looking for power, skill, also making sure that you hit the wave in that vertical position. You can see he's going a little bit too much down the line. And on the back, we have Titi Lopez off the top, the local boy, eyeing up that set. This is what we want, that section, vertical turns going off, literally going past the angle at the top. Really nice layback. This guy's got great style. That's probably the best wave of the heat and of the competition so far. So Titi Lopez, the local, he is riding for F1 here at this event. He is one of the best surfers. So let's see what the scores are, but definitely reckon he probably has that heat in the bag. But a solid performance there from the Italian rider. And here we go, Mother Nature is starting to push. We can see the tides coming up, we can see the waves pushing, the cross offshore winds getting a little bit stronger. Have the riders here, obviously offshore condition, most of the riders actually would be on smaller kites, because if it pulls you off of the wave because you have too much power, it's really hard to stick on, so equipment choice is key. So coming up next, we will have Mr. Javier Perez and K. Lopez will be in the water next. Both of these riders, very solid surfers. Javier Lopez coming from the Canaries, so he's obviously just a little bit up from this island, so he's used to the swell. And recently we've been seeing, over the last 2 weeks, pretty much the whole southern coast has been getting insane waves. So yeah, I bet he's ready to prove himself for the first time here in Cape Verde. And here we have green flag for heat number 2A in between Mr. Javier Perez and K. Lopez. Both of these guys solid riders. Like I was saying, Javier from the Canaries, and once again a local Cape Verdean rider. So you know, obviously locals have the knowledge and they know this right-hander off by heart. So we can see on the local boy Lopez, he is on Elevate Kites. Once again, you can see he's just entering your screen. Here will be on the left-hand side. There you go. This is the local boy. You can see they use small kites. It's actually quite impressive to see the waves. They literally are completely underpowered because of these offshore conditions. They want the kite pretty much only to get them on the wave, and then they surf. This is also what the judges are looking for. They are looking for that pure surf style. Here, this is 100% wave event, so you know they are looking for vertical turns, fluidity, power, joining maneuvers, air maneuvers. You know, everything that makes our sport of kite surfing amazing. And here we can see on the outside a little bit of energy starting to peel up. So Javier from Spain is on the North Kite, and we have Mr. Lopez on the Elevate Kite, and there you can see probably one of the best sets out on the back. I can just see it coming in on the screen. There we go, he's turned around, look at that. Now this is why we are here. This is Punta Preta, Cape Verde, amazing. It is such a spectacle to look. The waves are so big you can hardly see the rider in front. There you go, Lopez, getting a nice backside riding, a nice little bottom turn, keeping himself into the power section, just getting through that little flat section of the wave, coming down, really nice style. You can see how he's just low body off the top, nice little rounder off the top there. So yeah, solid riding here from the local. Once again, you can see that local knowledge. Yeah, that's it. That's brilliant. This is great to see. It's so nice to have good waves at a wave event, and you know, Mother Nature has looked after us for this. I was talking to Joe Silva, one of the organizers, and probably one of the head honchos here at the break. He said he's been praying for months just to make sure that we can get the best conditions, and I don't know who he's been praying to, but he has pulled it off. And here we have on the orange lycra, you can just see them eyeing up. It's a little bit of time in between the sets, so obviously, you know, choosing and you can see we're just having a little bit of technical issues here. The guys are just trying to sort that out. That is the heat on now is heat number 2A, which is Javier Perez and K. Lopez. So we apologize for these issues. So they will bring up the right graphics right now. And on the outside, I can just see on my screen here that it looks like Mr. Lopez is eyeing up another little wave here. Selection is key. Once again, the riders, they're allowed 15 waves. Seems a lot, but when you're in your mojo and you know, in the end you got Punta Preta to yourself, it is very hard to keep count. And you know, this is where the difference between free riding and competition comes into hand. And that's when you really see the veterans of the tour all of these different aspects. You have to be on your game because you have to make the most in this 13-minute heat. There you go, nice little shot of both riders going out to the back. They actually go out quite far. Obviously, you know, the idea of this being a really nice reef break is that you go out, you look for that bump, ride that bump all the way until it hits the reef, and then it will form. It comes in just a little bit right-hand side of where our judging tower is. So we have, you know, our panel of international judges up there ready to see what these guys are and see how they can prove themselves in the waves. There we have the Canarian eyeing up a nice little section, getting ready, going backside. So obviously, you know, this is a goofy rider, so it means he prevails with his right foot forward. There you go, get in there. You can see power that kite to get on that wave, just not quite getting the power, unfortunately, there. You have TT just backing off of that wave, obviously feeling a little bit more energy on the back, and once again selection is key. He's had a solid, nice couple of waves, Mr. Lopez, and then Javier's just had one wave, so probably has the advantage at the moment is the local rider, Mr. Lopez. Interesting talking to a few of the riders here on the beach. At a wave spot like this, also board selection, even fin selection is crucial. You can see a lot of the guys, because this is a very powerful offshore wave. You know, the speed that these guys get coming down the face, they need those sharp edges and to be able to hold it and to be able to create those power turns. Also, because of the offshore conditions, they need to be able to get as much speed to get on that wave. And here we have you just on our screen now, you have Mr. Lopez getting an amazing set. This is probably one of the best sets, just turning around. He obviously didn't quite get that. Once again, we're just experiencing a few difficulties that our technicians are working as fast as possible to resolve. So if it looks like we might go black for just 30 seconds here, so you're still going to have sound, but video is going to be off for just a few seconds. Okay. Yeah, like I was mentioning before, board selection and gear equipment is crucial, and you can see all of these riders, everybody has their own section, their own little way, all the, you know, the cards up the sleeve to see how they can perform the best to be able to get through these heats. A fast wave like Punta Preta, you need a narrow board. Narrow boards allows you to give speed and allows you to hold that rail in those crucial, powerful sections. Normally when they go a little bit further for cross onshore wind, they go for a little wider board, because normally cross onshore, it's a little bit flatter sections. It's not as perfect peeling wave that we have here in Cape Verde. So it's very interesting to see the different approach from the different riders. You have riders like Collino. He really likes shorter lines and narrower boards to be able to move the kite and put it in a second, put it exactly where he wants it. And then you have powerhouse riders like James Carew, or surfers like Sebastian Ribeiro, Piatti, or some of the other guys that literally do have a little bit of a wider board and be able to get themselves a little bit more on that wave. So hopefully we'll be able to have the screen up in a little moment. So we're just going to go quiet for a couple minutes here. We're just going to be changing up a few things, and we will be right back with all the settings right and all the graphics, etc. So once again, we apologize for these technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's probably easier. No troca, no puoi di nós, não é? Tá no livro. Ok. Agarre me.
Alta na academia, mas sen
Ja.
Alla. Single pedal.
qualche stongo. Adesso poi qua. Di che lo blocas? Ah? Che lo blocas sai? Academia Montes. Come meno ma cosa? You gonna source? No. Aqui vai ter aquela source. Che lì ma le sono automatiche. Samuel, what's that?
So I'm just waiting for my screen to be put back here, but I'm going to be mentioning exactly what's happening. Hopefully you guys are watching what I can see. Here we have Mr. Lopez on an amazing wave, going off the bottom turn. Really nice style off the top. You can see him dragging that hand, and just you can see this guy as a surfer, how he keeps his center of gravity low. This is one of the steeper sections, goes up. Nice little turn off the top, and you can hear the crowd are loving that. Local boy, you know, this is the support. This is what we want, and you can see all of the locals here ready to amp up all of their riders so they can prove themselves against the world's best.
Sorry for this.
Yeah, unfortunately the screen that I'm watching the event on is just blacked out, so I will try and transmit what I'm seeing here with my eyes, and I'm hoping that it is what you can see. Both of these riders have been, you know, both goofy riders. So goofy means that they are right foot prominent forward, so they are backside at this break. Being backside at a place like Punta Preta cannot be easy, you know. Literally when you are doing that bottom turn, you can't see the wave, so you have to eye it up and look in the corner of your eye, go up. The only one of the advantages of the backside is you can really open your body, go to the top and smack off the lip a little bit easier. Some riders prefer this. You have down yet another solid wave. This guy has really good wave section. Off the top, nice style, eyeing it down. You can see good speed. Once again, you can see the narrow board this guy has. If not, he wouldn't be able to hold that speed. Just missing that second turn there. But yeah, very, very impressive riding here from the local. It definitely seems like he has the control of this heat and will be on. So fingers crossed everybody, it looks like we are back. I have screen, we have microphone, headphones, so that's it, we are ready to roll. So we've got 20 seconds left in this heat. Here we have Javier, the Canarian, really solid riding. One of the first competitions he's doing, and very, very impressive riding. But unfortunately he has come up against one of the most solid local riders out there, and here you have once again Mr. Lopez. This is another wave. This is probably one of his fourth or fifth waves. Just keeping it easy, going off the bottom turn. I really like the style here off the top. Nice little hand track there, and that's the end of the heat. And you can hear the locals all around us. They are very, very impressed with their local rider. So yeah, definitely, I would say it looks like we have the winner here on our screen, Mr. Lopez. Congratulations for the Elevate rider. So coming up next, we have Nevis and Betancourt, also two local riders from Cape Verde. In these first heats, we have a lot of the locals, so a lot of the wild cards and the heat draws here in the first rounds. So right now we will have next up on the water Mr. Nevis and Betancourt, and then after that in heat number 4A we will have Mr. Fisher and Lucas. So these are all local riders. So great to see how they will come out, and they know this break off by heart. So it is really impressive to see. You know, in the end, this is the World Tour. Any heat, be it the first round or the final, they are absolutely killing it. So now, stay tuned.
Grupo Cabo Verde e APP se Telecom and Green Studio. Muito mais também. Ok.
So Mr. Betancourt is the core rider, and then Mr. Nevis is on F1 Kite. So you can see we're just in that 2-minute transition period. So we have 13-minute heats where the riders have 15 wave total, where it's 100% waves. So basically what that means is they are scored only on their surfing from an average from 0 to 10. And here we have green flag for heat number 3A between Nevis and Betancourt. Up next after this heat will be Fisher and Lopez in heat number 4A. It's great to be sitting so close to the action. The guys have done a really nice box here to be able to see it. It's literally 4 meters away from the ocean. Here we have Betancourt off the turf, nice little bottom, solid carve there. You can see this is speed. Wave jacking up a little bit there. Not quite as vertical turn, just losing its edge. This is, you know, the offshore conditions. You really have to time that top turn, because if not, you will get pulled off the wave. And here we have Nevis on the wave here, just on the front of our screen, making it all the way through. There you go, pulling that kite down. What you want to do on that top turn is that kite is pulling you back into the wave. Oh, solid arm, fortunate. That is very good riding, very solid wave. First wave for him, so getting into the feeling, getting his mojo together. Now, very impressive riding here from the local. Once again, you can see the importance of gear. There you can see Betancourt actually seems like he's riding a freestyle board. In waves like this, that's quite hard. You know, those boards aren't made to be going super fast. They're not made to hold an edge. You can see on the back there, one of the better sets. Nice top turn there from Betancourt. He is on the white core, white lycra. Coming off the bottom, let's see. Yeah, nice and stylish. Obviously, judge is going to be looking to be able to hit that vertical section a bit more, not going down the line so much. There you go, just losing the wave there. But yeah, that's going to be a semi-decent score. Also, again, you know, beginning of the heat, what you want to be doing is getting a few scores up there, get a feel for the wave. I mean, you know, to be able to have punta preta to yourself and one more person, 13 minutes in conditions like this, damn it, I want to get out on the water. You can see on the screen now, they just have some of the results from the last heat. You see Kiki Lopez wins with her by 8.83, so solid riding there from the Cape Verdean. And then right now we will be bringing up the scores for this heat at the moment between Nevis and Betancourt. So there we have Nevis riding for F1, a solid F1 following it here. Obviously, you know, we have one of the godfathers of the sport, Montero, the legend. He has been with F1 family from the beginning. I mean, who doesn't know Montero? And it's, you know, they literally did create the sport. This is one of the birthplaces of the strapless. So it's awesome to see the locals and the quality and the talent that some of these guys have, you know. The names might be unknown, but I guarantee you after this event we're going to know a lot of them. A little bit more time in between sets now. Obviously, you know, we've got quite a large period, so it takes averaging in between 5 to 6 minutes in between sets. So, you know, selection is key. This is surfing. You know, a lot of the times it's the experienced surfer that will, you know, in the end it's a 2 waves count. So here you can see Betancourt has a 3 and a 4, so he has a 7 point, and then Nevis is a 5.57. So let's see. Obviously didn't like what he saw there, just turned around, get off that wave. Would rather get priority back and then see if he can get another set. So 2 different approaches here to this heat. You can see Betancourt's keeping busy, Just getting a few scores on the board, just getting a 3, getting a 4, see how it goes. And then we have Nevis, seems to be going for those bigger sets. Obviously, being a local, he has that knowledge and knows which waves perform the better and how the reef forms and how the waves break on it. So interesting approach. Still quite impressed how he is riding this freestyle board on the Punta Preta break. So yeah, it's obviously he's used to that board, and in the end you have to do what you can do, and anybody knows all of their equipment, and obviously is performing really well. You can see on the front of our screen here, they're just going down, coming out the left. Solid couple of turns. So once again, that's probably a lower scorer, probably 2.5, 3 point. So yeah, at the moment he has a 7 point total, and Nevis has a 5.57 with only 1 wave. So obviously as soon as Nevis scores 1 more wave, he's probably going to move into the front. You can see him on the back there, eyeing down that section, coming down. That looks like it's going to be a solid wave. Is he going to take it? Yes, he has. So off the bottom. There you go. Powerful off the top. Just you can see how they release that backhand so they can lay back and get the maximum out of their fins. Going a little bit straight on this one. Judges are looking for those turns. Yeah, that's not quite going to cut it. You want to be hitting that vertical section. Don't get me wrong, easier said than done. I've ridden Punta Preta before, and it's amazing with the offshore condition what these guys can do. It's not until you get in there you realize how hard it is. But yeah, very impressive riding. But yeah, you can see here you go, Betancourt on the bottom turn. Just going straight. It's getting a lot more unsure. There you go, off the top again. He needs to be pulling that kite a little bit further down so it pulls him back on the wave. Yeah, so once again, not so much of a hard scorer there. Here we have Nevis, very solid top turn, looking for that vertical position, pull that kite down, just not quite getting the speeding, getting absolutely munched. Both riders keep him very busy. Nevis is just taking the lead, like we said before. He has a 5.57 and a 2.43. Impressive riding there from the local. Still anybody's game, really very, very close. Only, he's only winning by 0.73, so there's not a combo situation. Betancourt just needs to, keep his cool, select the right wave, get a solid score, and he has this one in the bag. Both of them obviously know this break really well, probably know each other and kite with each other every day, so eyeing themselves down, but there's no friends in competition. You just see there on the back, it looks like a set starting to move along, and Betancourt has decided to take the first wave of the set. Taking the first wave of the set is always a risk, because if you mess up, you will get munched on the next wave. So that's interesting approach, and you can see how the size of these waves are just increasing and increasing with this offshore wind. You can actually not see the rider. Obviously our judge tower, all the judges sitting on top of me here, and they will be able to see perfectly. So here you have Betancourt. That is solid size, nice off the top. That's what we want to see. Edging back a little bit off the top, get right in. There you go. Keeping those turns a little bit flat, that's not going to be high scoring. There you go, that's better. He wants to let go of that backhand to be able to get that torsion around. Obviously, once again, being on a freestyle board is not easy. You do not get that rail to rail effect, but that's probably going to be one of his highest scores, I presume, in the 4 or 5 section. Depends on how the judges will be scoring that, because those turns a little bit flatter. We want to be seeing them going past vertical, going back, coming off of the top, and going back into that power section. That is what they're looking for. Critical section, critical maneuvers on this critical wave. There you go, 5.57 for that last wave. So he is at 9.57 there for Betancourt. Let's see what Nevis has. Solid bottom and turn. You can see he reads that section a little bit better than Betancourt. Nice off the top, dragging the tail out a little bit. Now this is the steep section of the wave. Backing off there, but yeah, probably not one of his highest scores, but still a solid wave there for Nevis. And here we have Betancourt on yet another wave. There you go, you can see out in the front, bottom turn, that's a better turn. There you go, releasing that tail. You can see the first heats you're nervous, you know, you want to get a few of those scores on the board. That's a good wave. You can see he's definitely getting the feel of it now and has the upper hand as we speak. But yeah, after that last wave, Nevis got a solid score there, 5.63. So basically Betancourt needs to get another 5 or 6 point wave to have this one in the bag. That's going to be hard because we are in the closing minutes here of the heat. So let's see if they have enough time for another set. Very impressive riding from the locals. I mean, like we said, a lot of these riders, we've never seen them before, and the talent and the skills and just how they read this wave, you know, this is their bread and butter. Every day they're out here, and I know after the last month they've had solid conditions day after day, and you can definitely see that they're used to it. So there you go, you have Betancourt on the wave. That first turn doesn't count because he is entering the wave. Nice little section, go up off the top. You can see his kite just landing out a little bit there. Once again, the hard thing about riding in offshore conditions, if you do that bottom turn too long, you go underneath your kite slacks out and you will not be able to get back on. You know, it's a completely different ballpark riding in cross offshore conditions. But once you have it, you can see some of them, the more veteran riders on the water, it's amazing to see, and it just gives you that picture perfect blue water, healing right hand wave. And for the first event here in Cape Verde, insane. So solid performance here from the guys, you know, 11.2 and 10.08, very close here. Really good to see the riding, and once again you can see a lot of them. I'm really impressed the size of the kite these guys are going out. They're literally going on the smallest kite possible just so they can float out and get on the wave. Again, you know, what judges are going to be scoring is surfing. This is 100% waves. You can see out the back there, it looks like, yeah, that's Betancourt, that's solid, that's an overhead. There you go, that's better. Still quite flat, but then with that freestyle vault, you can't really engage that rail as much as possible. Second turn needs to keep that kite low so he gets pulled back. Let's see this last section, you can see him pulling it. There you go, that's a very good turn there. And also one more. Yeah, that's going to be a good score. That's going to be a close one. 1.12 in between the both of these guys. And also you can see Nevis here on the front. We've just got a wave, but we didn't quite see that. I could see it out of the corner of my eye. A little bit smaller and better than Court. Didn't quite get as much vertical turns there. So I think Betancourt could have the upper hand here. Still waiting for those last scores to come in. Nevis had 2 solid waves, and then the other 2 not so much. And then Betancourt has kept himself busy. So yeah, by the skin of his teeth, Betancourt seems like he has won that heat. 11.47 to 11.2. Talk about on the buzzer. So coming up next, we have Fischer from Germany and Lucas, the local rider here from Cape Verde. That will be heat number 4A.
Para se iniciar el Heat 4 Dentro c'è Mr. Fisher e Mr. Lucas. For next. Mr. Fisher e Mr. Lucas. E assim um salve de palmas para Ricardo Betancourt. Ele conseguiu passar aqui em primeirinho. Oh yeah! Ricardo wants.
If I need to, yeah.
You can just maybe we can switch.
Just a question.
I can cross them.
Okay, so I just had to jump out there for a second just to make sure everything's starting to get on a roll. So here we have Mr. Fisher. So this is the start of the heat for a round one. So we have Fisher and Lucas. Fisher is riding, let me get my list here. Fisher is from the USA and he will be on BW-Surf. And then we have the local rider that is out the back there. I can't see the kite. So this is the Fisher. This is the guy from USA. I think the list they've given to me isn't quite right. No, sorry. Now I got it. Okay, so on our screen right now we have the local rider Lucas riding with F1, and then also we have in this heat Fisher from the USA who rides BWS. You can see the tide is pushing in now, and the waves are starting to get more consistent and bigger. I'm very excited to see what the size of these waves are by the end of the day. Looks like we have a little set there on the back. Just look at that image on your screen. Left-hander, right-hander peeling perfectly. The left-hander here from Puerto Prieto, a lot of the guys call it pipe because it is even faster and vertical and absolutely on the reef. Here we go. Very off the bottom, just gonna feel for it. This is the American rider again. Want to be going a little bit more vertical, but very nice riding here. There you go, nice off the top. Oh, I'm hoping that board didn't hit him there. You can see the offshore conditions, they just catch his rail there and couldn't quite get the turn. Very hard riding conditions here in Puerto Prieto because the wind seems to be dropping a bit. You can see the local there on the back with the F1 kite. It's just iron out the sets and trying, obviously, you know, local knowledge, trying to see if he can get those waves. 2 waves scoring, 15 wave max. So in the end, there's 2 ways of playing this. You can either keep yourself busy, get lower scores, and just, you know, try and gain priority, or you can be patient and wait for those sets to hit and get those high scores. Obviously, depending on the riders, I know riders like Montero or GKA, you know, they're known for their patience, and then you have, you know, some of the Brazilians are a lot busier. So you can see the waves are getting bigger and pumping up. You know, we have on our screen now, that is Lucas. So both of these riders sticking out to the back there, just eyeing down the sets. You can see that they are starting to push forward. There you have with the blue kite from BWS, the American rider Fisher, and then with the yellow kite is Mr. So on the wave now at BWS, American rider Fisher, solid bottom turn. Oh, look at getting a little cover up. That is what we want to start to see. Really nice riding. So eyeing down that section, just getting through that little flat part of the wave. And you can see he's trying to keep himself in the power zone so he can be able to get those vertical turns. But yeah, that is the first cover up we've had out of the event. So yeah, really nice to see the riders started to aim for those barrels. So yeah, obviously pretty much one hit wonder on that wave. Solid cover up that hasn't, you know, also we want to see the guys keeping busy. We want the cover up, we want the barrels, but we also want to see those hard turns, those, you know, really powerful bottom turns to be able to get those maximum scores. So it'll be interesting to see how the judges score that wave, because it is the first barrel cover up that we've seen of the event. So still waiting for the scores to come in. So Fisher at the moment at 2.67 in the lead, and then we have Lucas, who hasn't had any scores at the moment. So yeah, obviously 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left in this heat. So still loads of time, 13-minute heat. So yeah, seems like there's a little bit more time in between sets at the moment, but that last set was actually one of the biggest ones we've seen, and it definitely seems to be getting more vertical and cleaner. There you go, so a 4.37. Let's not forget, the only thing he did on that wave was get covered up at the beginning. So imagine if he would have hit a couple of those, a couple of turns after that, that would have meant that could have been in the 6, 7 or 8 section. So this is what the judges are looking for. You know, the most complete rider. We want the barrel, we want the turn, we want the air, we want the flow, and we want the smile. And this crowd on the beach, they are here to see a show, and we know our guys and girls are going to give it to them. Looks like we have a little bit of movement there on the outside, so just turning away there was Fisher, and you can see Lucas obviously eyeing something up. He's been patient, he's been waiting out the back, and it looks like it's just about to pay off. You can see, look at the size of the wave in the front there. This is amazing. It's so nice to see, have these conditions at the first event. So Luca eyeing up this wave, seeing if it forms. Seems like it's flattened out a little bit for him. Let's see if, no, he's decided, no, I'm not going to lose priority, I'm going to wait and be patient with the set. Interesting to see this approach, you know, more than pretty much just over half of the heat done. So obviously, you know, to keep your nerves and not continue to start scraping for waves shows, you know, competition experience, but it's a risk in itself, because when it comes to waves, Mother Nature rules. With the blue sky on the center of your screen, now we have Fisher. Seems like he's eyeing up a wave here. Let's see what he's got for us. No, obviously decided to go against that wave. Sets are getting closer and closer now. That most, I think that was probably 2, maybe 3 minutes in between those two sets, and you can see it's pumping, it's getting bigger. Look at that wave. So Lucas, local rider from Cape Verde on the F1 kites, once again solid following with the F1 here in Cape Verde. You know, legends like Montero, Joe Silva, who is one of the organizers for this event. Thank you very much, Joe, for having us here once again in Cape Verde and putting on this amazing organization and praying for these insane conditions. I don't think we've had a wave event like this so far, and it's great to start off the tour of 2019 with solid 5 to 6 waves. So Fisher has 2 waves, as you can see on your screen here, touching at a 7.04, and then we have Lucas, who's still yet to score a wave. He's being super patient. If it was me, I'd be nervous already. He's waiting for that wave. He knows Fisher only has 2 mediocre scores, so he can combo him easily. So just over 4 minutes left. I reckon we've probably got maybe 1 or 2 let sets in the first. It looks like Lucas there is eyeing up a little section. It's interesting to see these sets seem to be shifting a little bit. They've come a little bit further down the reef and starting to form a little bit further down on the shallower section. Great to see, but those rocks are close. And there we have the first waves of the set. With the blue kite, we have Fisher. Seems like he's on a wave. Let's see if our cameraman can just give us a little bit of a better view there. And yeah, there we go. So that is Fisher on the waves. Look like a solid bottom turn there. A little bit hard to see with that big wave in the front. There you go. He really does stay back in the power sections. He's obviously eyeing up. Ah, nice little 180 ollie there. Yeah, obviously that's going to score a little better, but judges, freestyle isn't what we're looking for at this event. Great to be, you know, combining the sport and making those aerial maneuvers on the waves. But at the moment, you know, I know the judges, they want turns, they want surfing, they want spray, they want power. And, you know, this is what we are still yet to see from the riders. But, you know, the first round, everybody's getting used to the conditions, and as the competition goes forward, you can see that the riders adapt to what the judges are asking. But still, there you go, 1.93. Fisher's keeping busy, and at the moment he is working for him. Lucas is, you know, definitely very patient and eyeing up to see if that set comes, but he's getting very close to the buzzer. But I mean, you know, waves a score from 1 to 10. You can always pull out a John Florence or a Kelly Slater in the closing seconds of the heat, get a 10-point ride. Anything can happen. These are the best of the best, and it's a privilege to be watching them here in Cape Verde. Okay, Lucas eyeing up a little section. Seems he knows he needs to get himself busy. He needs to get some scores, and he's not quite got it. And it doesn't look like that wave is going to actually start jacking up. So, unfortunately, I think Lucas might have left this one a little too late. He's just train riding it down. So here on the right-hand side, we have Fisher. So he's had couple of waves in his heat, had the first cover up, really solid bottom turn into that wave and actually got fully covered, so great to see the surf inside there. And here it looks like he's aiming up on a bomb. There you go, so keeping himself to that power section of the wave. Let's see, this is when he's going to be pulling the kite. Nice bottom turn, needs to be reaching the top of the wave there. The judges aren't going to be scoring that high, because in the end he's, you know, you can see he's making that turn into the middle of the wave. I know he's eyeing for that barrel section, but in my opinion you want to be surfing a little bit more, because in the end the barrel is not just going to cut it. You want to get the barrel, get a couple of turns and start getting scores on the board. But you know, at the moment 7.04 against 0, he's in the lead. Probably just getting used to I know a lot of these guys have only arrived 2 days ago or yesterday, so they haven't had time to get completely used to the wave. So, you know, the beginner rounds, they do try and, you know, get a feel for it. And obviously, you know, a wave like this with the size it is, and they say it's going to go even better, it's going to be impressive to see the riders out there. One of the beautiful things about Cape Verde is the kite surfing following that this country just have. The amount of support that the government and all the local businesses give is insane. You know, we have to thank like the Ministerio General de Deporte, also like the Ministerio de Turismo y Transporte, Cámara Municipal de Sao, Resort Group, ASA, TUI, Group Cabo Verde, Telecom, Green Studio, F1 and Nautic Sport Events. You know, this is the company of Joe Silva, and they have helped us out and make us feel at home every year. You can see the vibe on the beach there. Great to see the people starting to arrive. I heard yesterday the party was a little bit crazy, so everybody come down a little bit later. But yeah, the following here, and one of the things with this event, you are literally 3 meters from the water. You can pretty much touch the wave. So here, coming up next, we have Marcias and Andrade, 2 local riders. Also, once again, you can see the talent of all of these guys.
E assim já começou. Está cá o Theo, Sanso e Lopez. Pedo, Lopez, o rapaz que conseguiu passar para ser próximo instante uma concessão da história de água com adrenalina, você vê Wave on Fire, esse mesmo salva palma para Jordi e Luke. Parabéns, Pedo, Lopez.
So here we have Millard with the orange light for a nice little wave there, but nice turn. You can see just getting a few turns on that wave. He is riding the mutant kites. So Millard is on the mutant kites and we have Sanso on the slingshot. Here we have Millard getting a very nice wave, so let's see what he's got for us. Nice bottom turn off the top, laying back that hand, eyeing up that section. Very nice compo, powerful back leg, pushing that tail loose. Once again, let's see what we got on the third turn. Maybe eyeing up that barrel a little bit, not quite. But just losing the fins there on that top turn. You can see the kite was a little bit high and get pulled off of the wave. And here we have Sanso with a solid set. Goofy rider, let's see. I can't even see him because of the size of the waves in front of him. Let's see. Am I going to see some spray off the top? No. So he is on the slingshot rider. Just lost his board at the bottom of that wave. And here we have some of the biggest sets coming through. There, center of your screen, Millard with the mutant kites. Millard has a total of 6.17, a 2.17, and a 4 for that last ride. Last ride, you know, combining 3 turns together and, you know, nice little bottom turns, pushing off the top, nice power on the back foot, spraying, you know, getting some spray off the wave. So yeah, solid score there. We're still waiting for those 6 to 7 point riders. The guys Seems like the wind has turned a little bit more offshore, so it's super hard to stay on the wave. You really need to keep that front hand pressure solid so that it will pull you back on the wave and you won't get pulled off the back. Very technical riding, but then thanks to that offshore wind, we have this beautiful peeling wave. Punta Preta right-hander, that is just amazing to watch. Front of me, there you go, so nice to see waves like that. This on our screen now is Millard muting kite. Looks like he's eyeing up a section there. Let's see what he's got first. Seems to decide against it. Again, wave selection is key, both for the riders. Just staying out the back and trying to keep themselves busy.
Ainda também tudo que se for, tudo da parte do consumidor.
So with the orange lycra is Millard and with the white lycra is Sanso. Looks like Millard was just a little bit anxious there, trying to see what's happened. Getting himself pumped and getting those waves coming through. So this is Sanso white lycra. Seems like he's eyeing up the section, but yeah, can't see much on my screen, but it's a whole different ballpark being on the beach than being in the water. Also, this guy is from Cape Verde, he lives here, so he can feel the energy, he's part of the energy. So obviously trying to maximize and get a few more scores on the board. He got one of the best sets, but just missed that bottom turn, and it got absolutely munched by one of the bigger waves there. So yeah, full commitment here for the selection rider from Cape Verde. Looks like a little bit of a lull in the waves here. Both riders just going around, eyeing up the section and trying to find those sets. Once again, we always talk about the two different ways of competing. You can keep yourself busy. The Brazilians are famous for, just taking a lot of waves, keeping priorities, off the top turns, just keep themselves very busy. Or then you have, your cool and collected riders like Mito Montero or James Carew, where they do wait for those bigger waves. They do prefer to go for those bigger scores. Obviously, if you miss the wave or you fall, you risk not being able to get in the score. But two different ways of competing. There you have the slingshot rider, Sanso, one of the bigger waves in the set, but just unfortunately fallen off, so he has a 0.43. And then Millard with a 2-wave combo, 2.17 and 4-point wave, totaling out at 6.17. Coming up next after this heat will be David Mafia from Spain and Andrade. See a little bit of energy happening out there. Seems like Millard with the orange lycra also seen it. Let's see what he's got for us. Frontside riding. Here we go, there you go. So there's Sanso, backside. Looks like this wave, nice, off the top, solid turn, keeping that center of gravity low. Let's see what he got. Does he go for that section? Nice little bottom turn, a little bit far forward on the wave. Judges are going to be looking for those, keeping those turns a little bit more vertical. Also, you can see his board seems to be more of a freestyle orientated board there, and it's as if he heard me trying to do that toe side air reverse just to end the heat. I can hear Didi here on the beach saying happy birthday to our social media Rasa, so everybody make sure you send her their birthday wishes is over the streaming. Happy birthday Rasa. There you go, looks like Millard has seen that wave. Let's see what he's got for us. Had a nice score on the last one, combining 3 or 4 turns together. Let's see. Oh, look at the size. There you go. This is what we're talking about. See, goes to the bottom, eyeing up, off the top. Seems like it's flattening out a bit. You can see him going back, waiting, going back to that power position. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, once again, not quite getting the vertical turns that we're looking for. Obviously, wave selection again is key. There you go. That's a nice turn, letting that tail loose. That, you know, even mediocre score, probably in the 2-point or 3-point area, but still waiting for those big 6.7, 8s and those magic 10s that I am sure we're going to see at this event. But yeah, Millard's staying a little bit busier than Sanso and has the upper hand here at the moment. So 4 minutes left in this 30-minute heat. So this is heat number 5A. There you can see Millard a 6.17, and then we have Sanso with a 0.43. Is still waiting for those scores to come in. I reckon Sanso probably is going to have a 2.5 or a 3-point score on that last wave, and then Millard probably in the 2-point area. So yeah, Millard will still be holding the lead after those scores drop. I can see here on the right side of my booth Raza very happy because it is her birthday and we will be celebrating hard. Great to be in Cabo Verde here in February. Europe is way too cold at the moment. It's great to be in shorts and sun. I can see loads of my friends from Tarifa here on the beach and all of the locals that, you know, we're really lucky. A place like Tarifa holds a lot of the riders throughout the winter, and the family vibe that this tour has created with all of them, it's, you know, it's really good to be part of it. And you can also see a lot of the kids that you'd be amazed with the young talents that are on this island. You can see 7-, 8-year-old riders that absolutely rip, and you know, that's on and off the water. They're humble, they're charismatic, they have a smile. They are the future of our sport. There's a couple, meeting Montero's son Michael, you've got to see this kid surf, and as soon as he gets on a kite, he's going to absolutely rip, and he is getting into it. So yeah, there's definitely a future generation of kite surfers here in Sal. Have Sanso there on the screen. You can see it seems a little bit underpowered. There's a bit of a lull here, but once again, a lot of these riders, they really do go unpowered on their kites. You know, they offshore conditions, they don't want to get pulled off of the wave, so if they are getting too much power to their kite on that top turn, it will pull them off the back. So they literally just have enough power to get it on the wave to kind of like float out to the peak and then pure surfing. So there you see Sanso for that last wave got a 2.6, so finally get a decent score there on the boards, and Millard with a 3.01. So Millard, you know, 7-point total here, winning by 3.98, has a solid lead, but anybody's game, and it looks like there's some sets coming there, and here we have Sanso. So let's see. Obviously eyeing up now. He's going. This is a backside rider. Seems to be riding frontside here. I don't know if he can ride both ways, but no, not too happy with that. Not being able to put on the wave. But it looks like in the back I can see Millard. See if our cameraman just pans over to the right. It looks like Millard is eyeing up a section here. There you go, there's Millard, orange lycra out the back on the mutant kite. Been riding really well in this heat, keeping himself busy. You know, had a first wave was probably the best one so far. Second wave, sorry, and you know, combining 3 or 4 turns, nice and easy, nice layback style, getting a little power off the top. And it looks like here he's aiming up for another nice wave. There you go, push it. That's that offshore condition, didn't quite get in. It seems like the wind's turned a little bit north, which makes it a little bit more complicated to be able to get on the wave. But the power, the sound that comes off of these waves breaking onto the reef. So there, that is the end of that heat. We have the winner will be Millard going through to the next round. Solid performance for Sanso, but he's going to have to wait for the double elimination to prove himself here in Cape Verde. So coming up next, we will have Marcias on the mutant kite from Spain and Andrade. Andrade, also a local rider. Look at, there you go. Look at that set. This is what we want. Look at the size of that. Oh, it's great to see. It's so nice to be sitting here and to have these conditions. The first day of the event, it's a dream made true. It's just, you can see how these right-hander peels. I mean, I remember watching windsurfing videos with Colacao and Josh Angulo, you know, back in the day, showing how much potential this place has. And, you know, thanks to all of our sponsors that has made it possible. And Joe Silva, you know, biting the bullet and putting it all together for the second year in a row to make this event happen. So, you know, big shout out to all of them. And here we have green flag for heat number 6A with Marcias from Spain and Andrade from Cabo Verde. Like we're missing Marcias at the moment. Andrade is with the white lycra, but Marcias doesn't seem to be out there with the orange. So, I mean, for Andrade, that's perfect. You know, he has Punta Preta to himself, but there you go on the corner of my screen. Yeah, it looks like Marcias will be coming in there. Just a little bit high. Yeah, there you go. Front and center, Marcias from Spain and Andrade with the white lycra. So this is heat number 6A. After this, we will have heat number 8L between Collino and Roberto Barros. And that will be the last heat of the single elimination round 1. So yeah, good to see the event getting a roll. With, you know, waves are starting to pump in. The riders seem to feel a little bit more relaxed. You can see the vibe on the beach. A lot of them, you know, some of the guys have their headphones, some of them with their family. You can see some of the, you know, youngsters like Kiko Rock here out in front and center. Just, you know, getting a feel for it. It's great to see the younger talents on tour. And then you have, you know, their legends like Montero there, also just supporting all of his local riders. So on the wave now we have Marcias from Spain. Let's see what he's got for us. Right, another section, nice little, just once again, needs to be going down. Let's close out a little bit for him now. Let's see. Unfortunately, that wave seemed like it beat him there, so not quite getting what he wanted, but still very good selection there, but just not quite pulling it off. Let's see. He's obviously going to go out the back, and then we can see for some reason it seems like it said was a mutant kite, but I'm pretty sure, no, there you go, F1, excuse us there. So F1 with the white lycra is Andrade, and Marcias with the duotone kite, orange lycra, from Spain. So here we have Andrade eyeing up this section. Let's see, local rider from Cape Verde, F1 kite coming down, stalling a bit there, nice good bit of speed. Let's see, nice bottom turn, pulling it off the top, a little bit in the middle of the wave, but still good first turn there for him. Let's see, you can see, there you go, there's that front hand pressure, sliding the tail a bit, but the judges are going to want a little bit more vertical turns. He's not going back on his angle there. And they, you know, first wave, get the score on the board, and then he can get better and better. Obviously, being a local, we know he knows where he is. He knows this wave like the palm of his hand, like all of these local riders. So yeah, good to see opening wave there for the heat for Andrade. And David there with the orange duocone Neo just going out the back, eyeing up to see, find another set and come down and get his first wave on the board. Here we have F1 Kite front and center Andrade, who just got a 3.67 for that last wave. Let's see what he's got for us here. No, not quite getting on it, just backed off of that wave, saw that it's a little bit too close and was closing out, so decided to go a little bit further off the back and wait for that set to come through. Once again, 13-minute heats with 2-minute transitions. These riders have a maximum of 15 wave total, so the best 2 waves score. So selection is key. What are the judges looking for? We're looking for surfing. This is 100% wave criteria. So the judges want turns, they want vertical, they want critical section, hitting the wave in the peak, right off the top, and combining and surfing without the kite. So yeah, definitely good to see some of the riders. There we have, this is the Spaniards. Nice little top turn, not quite staying on the wave. They get penalized a little bit for that. Once again, he needs to keep that front hand pressure to be able to get back on the wave off that top turn. You can see he's riding quite a narrow board there. There you go, that's better. Needs to keep that kite lower to be able to stay on the wave. And out the back, let's see. Oh, there you go. Just getting over there. You can see how underpowered these riders go. Offshore conditions, you don't want to be powered up or you'll be pulled off of the wave. You want just enough power to get out there, but obviously if you get caught on the inside and you can't jump, you've got to start praying. So that was probably the first set of the heat there. Solid sections come through. Nice little ride there from Marcias, just starting to get a score on the board. Scores will be coming up in an instant now. And then Andrade, nice style. Needs to go a little bit more vertical, I think. Wind's a little bit north, so it is very hard to get down the face of that wave, but they need to be holding their edge a little longer, releasing, going up the top, and then as they get to mid-wave, they want to initiate that top turn, because if not, they will get pulled off the back. Offshore wave riding is a completely different ball game, and you can really see how the locals know this because they're used to it, and they maximize and squeeze every drop out of these waves. See, as the tide goes out a little bit, the waves start to break on a little bit further up the right hand side of the screen. It's amazing how to see how this wave jacks up. Also, there is a left-hander off of Punta Preta that they actually call pipe. There are very few riders that do it because it is so close to the rock. Only Mito and Ayrton are known to ride that wave, and I've seen some of them over the last two or 3 days. It's insane to see just how they pull into their sections. It's as if they're surfing, is they almost forget the kite. But then, what we are looking for is for the most complete rider on a strapless surfboard. So, we want the turns, we want the airs, we want the flows. This is what we're looking for, and this is what the judges will score to be able to crown the champion here in Cape Verde. So here we have Marcias from Spain. It looks like he's eyeing up a little bump there. Let's see, coming onto the section a little bit underpowered there. Let's see if this wave hits the reef and comes up. But no, it looks like he has seen what I can see out the corner of my eye. There seems to be a bigger set there on the back. He's decided to go for the second wave there. Let's see. There you go, that's starting to form. Let's see. So, coming down the wave, Dani Marcia from Spain. Let's see, does he come into this wave? Yeah, nice speed coming down the face. Initiation of the bottom, turn off the top. There you go, much better. That's what we want. You can see the speed in that turn. Once again, second turn combo, letting the tail reach, just getting pulled off of the wave there, unfortunately. Well, a couple turns, that's going to give him a decent score on the board. Probably a 2.5 or a 3.5 for that wave, depending on that first turn that we didn't quite see here on screen. It's interesting to see what the judges will say. So as we stand, Andrade is in the lead. He's 4.47 against a 4.04. Here we have Andrade, the local, with the F1 come down. Oh, dodging a bullet. You can just see that closeout. Solid dedication there for the section, but just closing out. Yeah. So we're actually going to start getting some riders coming in and doing some interviews here. I can see Chamaquito Gianmarcos coming here into the interview booth. So Gianmarcos, great to see you here in Cape Verde. Let me just pull this screen a little forward to you. You can see here on the camera. Hey, hi, so yeah, great to see Gianmarcos at the event. Gianmarcos, what do you think so far?
Well, man, I'm so impressed because this year I've been already here for a few days before the camp, and it's just incredible. The conditions are just perfect. I've been riding already a few hours today and the last few days, and also just been perfectly. I'm really happy to be back here in Cabo Verde. The conditions are just amazing.
So you've been to Cabo Verde quite a lot, and you actually ride with a lot of Cape Verdean riders. So far, one of the things that is impressing me the most is names that we don't know and the amount of talent that they have on the water. You know, what do you think about this? Do you see a lot of future riders coming from this country?
I definitely believe there will be a lot of riders coming on because they have the perfect conditions. They have the day, the time, they have everything they need to be a pro rider, and they just need to be on the water as much as they can, and just patience and time, because they have everything they need to be on the water.
Yeah, they have a playground. I mean, the waves here. I mean, you live in Tarifa recently. It's been pretty good, and I know you've been here for a couple of waves. But yeah, Punta Preta is well known, and that right hander. And you being a regular foot rider, this must be a dream come true.
It is. I just definitely been riding already a few days, some really big waves here, and my dream really came true because last year, unfortunately, we didn't have that conditions. But this year, you can see we have like really good sail wave coming in, and some local riders are just ripping it out there, man.
Definitely, they are ripping. One question that we've been seeing coming up, offshore conditions is a completely different game. It's not like riding onshore waves. You can see a lot of the riders on that top turn getting pulled off of the wave. How do you avoid that, and what, you know, on the equipment or on the style of riding, how do you fight against that to be able to get those solid top turns?
Well, this spot is like one of the most technical spots that I ever ride before in my life. I never ride on onshore conditions, and as you see here, you must keep your kite as high as possible, because if you really bring the kite too much low, it's going to push you out of the wave, and you also have to make sure you be in front of the wave. If you're not right in front of the wave, you won't be able to make a really clear turn.
Yeah, we can definitely see that. Well, Gianmarco, thank you very much for coming to the booth. Great to see you at the event, and can't wait to see you in the water. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
So that was Gianmarcos Rivera from the Dominican Republic, living and residing in Spain.
Fine.
So yeah, Gianmarco's a local to the tour. He, you know, has been top 10 rider for the last 2 or 3 years. One of the most talented freestyle riders we have, and on the waves also. Really looking forward to seeing him. So that's the end of that heat between Marcias and Andrade. Marcias riding really well, but Andrade just got the upper hand there. So Andrade, the local rider, going through to the next round. So coming up next, we have Collino versus Barros. Collino is one of Ayrton's family members. So yeah, let's see if the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Just some information coming in. It isn't just a family member of Collino. It is his father. So this is the guy that has helped out Ayrton from the beginning. It's, you know, the amount of time he has put in to create such a rider like Ayrton Collino. It's great to see him in the water, and I can't wait, because I bet Ayrton has had a few moves from his father. So let's see him here. would be having in the orange lycra, Libero Collino, the father of the current world champion Ayrton Collino, going up against local rider Barros. So this is going to be a great hit. It was awesome. I got a message from Ayrton about a week ago saying his dad wanted to be in the event, and my face just had a smile from side to side. So great to see him being part of this event. And it's actually going to be his birthday soon, so yeah, so hopefully we can give him a big celebration, and he's here in front of all of his people, in front of his son. Going to be good to see. There we have Andrade just body dragging back. Seems like he lost his board. And on the left hand side, let's see if he just comes into focus on the screen. We will have Libero. There we go. Libero Collino. The beach is going wild. He is the local. This is one of the guys that's been here from the beginning. You know, he's helped out so much the sport in this country, you know, and helped out riders like Lopez, Ayrton Collino from the beginning. And you know, he's one of the main reasons they are where they are today. So it's great to see him taking part in this event. Going to be his birthday soon also. So yeah, awesome to see him on the water. We're just waiting for his opponent Barros to appear. I'll just stick my head out of the booth here. Yeah. Looks like Barros is speeding it up. He knows he's late for his heat, so he will be coming onto screen soon on the left-hand side. Looks like he's riding F1 Kite. So, in the orange lycra is Libero Collino, and on the screen now we have Barros. Barros is actually one of the better surfers of the island. He's new to kite surfing, but I've been seeing this guy ride. Solid style, and you know, obviously, you know, on offshore conditions like this, really the kite is just to get in the wave and then continue out and surf. So yeah, going to be a good heat to see, and let's see how both of these local riders do. Looks like the wind's dropped off a bit, and like you can see here front and on the left hand screen side of your screen, you can see the sides of the kite, small kites, so they don't get pulled off of the wave. But what happens when the gusts go down and the lulls come out, they have a really hard time to get out there. So yeah, interesting to see the different strategies. A lot of these riders, Libero on the duotone kite is heavier than Barros, so a little bit of a bigger kite. And I know Libero is a little bit more of an old school power rider, so he wants to have that power. Knows this wave really well, so going to be interesting to see how both of these guys perform. So here you see on the left hand side, this is Barros F1 Kite. Like I mentioned, one of the better surfers of the island. And then there is Libero, El Señor, El Jefe, Libero Collino, eyeing up, just coming down, riding side to side, just, you know, being patient, waiting for that show. And there you go, that just says it all, you know, just double shackers, just come on, let's go have some fun, good luck. And yeah, awesome to see, you know, so humble, great to see all of these guys out there. There you go, it seems like Libero has decided to go on that first wave. Let's see what he got for us. So there you go, coming in on the wave, Libero Collino, come down the line, let's see. Eyeing up that vertical section, moving the kite, top turn off the top, nice little turn, not quite as vertical, but definitely a solid turn. You can hear the beach going wild. Once again, coming off the bottom, let's see what he's got for us. Yeah, keeping it easy, 3 turns on that wave, just not quite making that last one. So we'll get scored on that wave, probably in the 2.5 area. You know, nice way to open up, and it's just great to see the beach is just starting to get fuller and fuller because out there. And then we have on the back Barros. It seems like he's eyeing up a set. It looks like at the back of my screen I can see some movement. Oh yeah, there you go, there you go. see what he's got. It says front side against backside. No, seems like he wants to go for the wave behind there. Can't quite see. But you can see, look at that. Look at that image. Those are the waves we want. Perfect peeling right-handers. This is, I mean, amazing conditions, and for it to be pulling off in the competition and starting off the year of 2019 like this, we couldn't ask for better. Seems like the waves are taking a little bit longer. There's sets a little bit further far in between. But yeah, but you know, being patient and waiting out the back, just waiting for those sections. Once again, 15 wave total for the riders. Top 2 waves count. What are we looking for? Surfing. We are looking for speed, commitment, hitting the section right at the power zone of the wave, going back to the white water. You know, nice roundhouses, nice cutbacks, just combining all the moves and with the aerial maneuvers. That's what the judges want, and that's what they're going to be scoring. You can see both of the riders there look like they're eyeing up some sets. I can see some movement. There you go. Front and center you have Barros starting to wave his hands for some reason. Might have been a little bit of an interference there from Libero. It'd be interesting to see how the judges view that. There you go, nice wave, overhead. Yeah, just pulling that kite a little bit too much, getting depowered. Still nice little couple turns on that wave. Let's see what he's got for us. Libero, vamos, vamos. No, not quite getting in the wave, just missing that tack. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the turns he was looking for on that wave, but I can see out the back. That's the Barros kite, the F1 there, Bandit. Let's see what he's got. So backside rider, there you go, that's a nice wave. Look, this is what I mean about the surfer. Look at his center of gravity. Look at, he knows what he is. There you go, dragging the hand, getting it in the critical section of the wave, waiting it out. He knows he wants those vertical turns. Obviously knows this wave really well. That there's a middle section that's a lot flatter there, and here we have him again. Now one hit wonder. Solid turn, obviously isn't going to be a high scoring wave. Good selection, one of the bigger waves of the set, but obviously only one turn. Let's see how, it'll be interesting to see how the judges score that. And I can see the tide is coming up, just soaked everybody here in front of me. I hope the waves don't make it all the way up to the booth here. So this is the last heat of round 1 of the single elimination. We have Libero Collino and Mr. Barros from Cape Verde. The scores are going to be dropping sooner. I think Libero has 2 waves on the scoreboard and Barros that 1 wave. Be interesting to see because the wave selection from Barros is a lot better. Really solid style. You can see the low center of gravity he comes from surfing. Then Libero for more from the windsurfing. There you go, Barros. Look at that wave. Let's see. Aiming in. Let's see what he's got for us. No, decided not to take that one. So very picky and selective about his waves, but you know, everybody has a game plan. You've got to stick to it or modify depending on where you are in the heat. So yeah, we see Barros wants to get those bigger and cleaner waves. Let's see, I can see out the corner of my eye, Libero, our cameraman. There you go, we're probably going to be following him now. Looks like he's going to come in on a wave. Let's see. There we have him, Libero off the top. Little bit flat section there, but still solid riding from Mr. Collino. There you go, breaking up a bit, trying to, there's that middle section of the wave is a little bit flatter, but yeah, just coming onto the shoulder. The wave starting to break a little bit further up the back, so yeah, not quite getting the score he'd be looking for there. And let's see, I can see Barros on the wave. Unfortunately coming off the top, I know you can see it on the screen there, but yeah, just a small turn and decided to come off the top of the wave and go out the back. So yeah, another low scoring wave there, but obviously putting some scores on the board. Let's see if our system will put the scores up. Going to be close. Libero, Barros has had better waves, but Libero has been busier. So there you go. 1.97 for that first wave and 2.6 for that second. And we have Barros 3.17. Remember that was that biggest selection of a wave, but it was only a 1-hit wonder, but a very good turn. So that shows the higher score there from our judges. I think Barros will probably get 1 more score dropping now, but yeah, early in the game, both of the riders, you know, managing the offshore conditions well. But there, let's see how this heat will portray. Also interesting throughout the tour is to see the right-handers versus left-handers. You know, we've seen it before on the girls surfing. You know, Jalou against Muna, always right-hand against left-hander. Interesting. You know, we really try to make this tour as complete as possible, and we want to try and do, you know, 2 wave events, 2 mix events, 2 freestyle events, because we are looking for the most complete rider. It's not all about the surfing, it's not all about the mix, it's not all about the freestyle. It's being the most complete person. We want that rider who can do it everywhere, anywhere, and anytime you ask them. That's what a world champion is made of. You can see here on the screen the sets are starting to come through again, and it looks like, and just looking out the corner of my booth, it looks like there's some more sets coming out the back. So interesting to see. There you go, Libido, solid size there. Nice off the bone. There you go. I can hear the beach going wide. Come on, Libido. Up the top. Just getting that kite a little bit high. Seems like the wave is flattening out a bit on the inside section, so definitely not as many turns as before. But yeah, also good wave, nice couple of turns, and that's going to be a decent score there for Libido. And now looks like he's going to be eyeing up and go back out to see if he can get that net waves of the 6. And there we have Barros lost behind that face. It looks like he's going to get a very good wave. He's moving that kite. He wants to be, oh, there you go. This is one of the biggest sets of the day. Let's see if Barros can be on that wave behind it. Let's see, there you go. Ah, that's picture perfect. Look at that. It's just breaking from one side to the other. Sun on the face, perfect right hand conditions. Guys are on about 9 or 10 meter kites. Obviously, once again, they do ride a little bit more under power for these waves because they don't want to be pulled off the top. And it seems like the wind has shifted a little bit even more offside, making their job even harder. But you know, they are the best of the best, and it is all about becoming the champion and, you know, adapting to your conditions, knowing your equipment and knowing what you have to do to get through these heat to be the champion here in Cape Verde. Yeah, definitely conditions have been more offshore. You can see the riders, they're more parallel to the beach, making it a lot harder. They really have to, you know, almost go upwind on the face of the wave. And I can see Libido there. That's aiming up to be a solid wave. Nice set. Let's see, good selection there from Mr. Collino. Let's see what he's got for us. Got a decent amount of the speed, pulling down the wave. Let's see, look there. That's the image. That is why we're in Cape Verde, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we are here. Perfect waves, sunny. So there looked like my mic had a bit of a difficulty there. Lost it for a minute. But yeah, like I was saying, this is why we're here. The sun, the waves, the vibe, the culture, the food. Cape Verde, first event of the tour, and we have perfect conditions. Mother Nature has proven that she wants us to be here and is giving us a gift of perfect waves. Thank you very much. So we're going to be moving through to heat number 9A next, and we are going to see Pedro Matos from Brazil, one of the most talented surfers on tour. So stay tuned for the next heat because this is going to be a very, very powerful rider. Okay, so Pedro Matos, the duotone rider on the orange Lycra, is going to be going up against local TP Lopez. TT Lopez on the Liquid Force kite here. He is with the white Lycra. TT Lopez came through the first round, solid frontside riding, really nice top turns and a very powerful rider. Pedro Matos is an amazing surfer. It's going to be interesting to see how he does on these off-shore conditions. I know he's been here for 3 or 4 days. I've seen some videos. You know, one of the most talented wave young riders we have here. So it's going to be interesting to see both of these guys battle it out. So front and center, you have TT Lopez, white Lycra, riding for Cape Verde. Seems like he's eyeing up at something there, just, you know, getting a feel for it. But it looks like, I can see out the corner of my booth, it looks like a set's come through, so he's seen it, he's going back out. Let's see. And there you go, Pedro. Like I said, these guys go really underpowered to be able to get on the wave. Let's see if he actually makes it onto that face. Pedro Matos riding for duotone, orange Lycra. There you go, let's see, coming down. That is one of the nicest waves we've seen so far. Let's see what he got for us. Bottom turn coming up, hitting that section. There you go, pushing that back foot, getting the power. Very nice layback style there for the Brazilian. Once again coming down, going back to that power zone so he can make it at the top. And you can see in the back there, Lopez also on one of the biggest sets. This is action left, right and center. Let's see, there you goes. Nice little top turn, eyeing down the line there. Let's see what he's got for us. So white Lycra, TT Lopez. There you go. That's what we were looking for. This is why we're here. Once again, I can hear the crowd going wide, just not quite making that turn. Yeah, great riding from both of them. A little bit better wave selection there from TT, I would say. Came all the way from the back, got that wave. So yeah, this is why we're here. This is what we're looking for. You know, solid waves all the way from the back. That was one of the better sets of the day. Really good to see both the Brazilian and the Cape Verdean riding it to all the way to the shore, and the crowd for the local rider going wild. It's great to see. You know, sunshine, waves, GKA. This is why we're here. So after this heat, we will be having Reese Myerscott, one of the regulars from the tour, riding for Ocean Rodeo and Canada. And then we have Hugo Marini reappearing on tour. This is a very talented youngster from France. Be interesting to see. I haven't seen him ride for a year, so it's going to be interesting to see how he's improved. There you have Pedro. Just, you know, looks like he's going to try and get on a wave here. Just staying cool and collected. He's competing in surfing all of his life, so he knows what it is. And here we have Titi, solid wave off the top. That's what there we go, letting that tail loose, coming down with speed, going down the line, hitting that wave, flattening out, but still one hit wonder. But that was a hell of a hit. It's great to see the motivation of the beach and the support they have for these local riders. You can see Titi's amp. It must be a great feeling to, you know, be riding in front of family and friends and proving to themselves against the world's best. Great to see. Congratulations, Titi. Solid riding there. So it definitely had some of the best sets in this heat. You know, that's the second set, and there's still more than half of the heat left. You know, waves getting into 4-5 foot faces, so it definitely seems with the push of the tide, the sides are going to be going up. I know yesterday was even bigger, so hopefully we're going to be seeing some better and bigger waves throughout the day. But even so, you know, if it stays like this, it's perfect as well. We have perfect conditions, and you know, it's great to see these guys killing it, and can't wait to see the further heats of the competition getting better and better and better. There you have Pedro, just once again eyeing up a section. Can't quite see him off the back of the wave, but you can see some size there in the waves. I can see Titi's kite there in the back. Obviously Titi will have a bit more priority if he's further up the wave. Let's see, going to be interesting. Pedro's eyeing this wave. There you go, coming down the face. Nice little bit, nice amount of speed off the bottom. Solid in top turn. There you go. You can see how it releases that backhand. Boom! There you go. That's a good two hit combo. Let's see what he's got. 3. Once again, letting that tail loose, coming down. Very good ride in there from the Brazilian. Unfortunately, looks like his kite got a little bit munched there on the last. But still, that's going to be a good score. I think that last turn won't turn. That last turn won't count due to dropping his kite, but you know, solid 2-2 turns there. So good to see the Brazilian, stepping up the game. There you go, Titi Lopez having probably the highest score, the highest score of the event so far for that first wave, 6.9. So I'm really impressed with this local rider. He has really good skill and he really does push those turns as much as possible. You can see the guy rides here every day. Pedro Matos ahead in the heat by the skin of his teeth, but you know, keeping consistency. You can see 5.1, 5.83. So consistency versus, you know, those bigger waves in selection. This is what it's about. The Brazilians, they're known to be hustlers. You know, they keep themselves busy, you know, all throughout surfing. Felipe Toledo, you know, De Sosa, they're always about that, keeping themselves busy. Here we have Titi once again on a nice wave. Always eyeing it up, down, top turn, very nice. There's a nice section, keeping to the vertical section of the wave, really good, keeping his kite low. Once again, opening his stance, that's 3 turns, really good here from the Cape Verdean. That's a very good wave. That's going to be a high scoring wave. Not as big as before, but you know, you saw that inside section, decided to go for it. Probably better that second score. So you know, 6.97 for him. If he gets a 4-point ride on that second wave, he's going to be, you know, go in front. So intelligent riding there from the Cape Verdean. Here we have Pedro. Looks like he's going to decide to go on that wave. You know, you can see how cool and collected it is. Just, there you go, you know, stalling. He wants to be in that power section. There you go, speeding down. Bottom turn and off the top. Boom, that's what we're talking about. Oh, a little bit of an air drop there. Let's see, second turn. Stalling a bit more. Very nice. There's the surfing start. Letting that tail loose. Splashing everybody off the back. Again, another one. You can see how the Brazilians, they really do stay on the wave. They are surfing. Nice little air. Let's see what he's got for us. That's 2 little, yeah, nice little couple hoppers. Good to see the guys having fun out there. You can see Pedro happy with that wave. I have a smile on his face. Good combo. So yeah, there you go. Titi Lopez getting a 5.23 on that last wave. So that's a good score for him. 12.2. So he is in the lead so far. But going to be interesting to see how they score Pedro. There you have Titi going back out, checking his ball. Oh, and there, Pedro on yet another wave. Let's see. This could end up like Titi off the top, solid, letting that tail loose. He's got good speed. That wave's nice and vertical. Once again, 2 solid turns. There's some good amount of speed. Let's see what he's going to look. Oh, not quite going. It looked like he was trying to, you know, eye up to get a little air on that wave. But still, that's going to be a good score. Maybe probably more in the 4-point range because he didn't get that third turn. But yeah, keeping himself busy. Very close heat there. Just look at those scores. Titi 12.2, excuse me, and then Pedro Matos with a 12.03. So very close, neck to neck here. And I can see off the back, I can see just out the right hand corner of my booth here, you'll be coming onto screen. Titi looks like he's eyeing up a very nice set. Yeah, I can see some energy out the back. Pedro looking over his shoulder. There you go. It looks like he's doing the strategy of keeping himself busy. Not, you know, instead of waiting for those sets, he wants to get another solid score. It's quite intelligent at the moment because it looks like, because the tides come up a bit, the waves are a little bit further up the reef, and actually this inside section is actually opening up a little bit more. There you go. You can see both of them turn. Let's see who's had priority there. There we go. Let's see who. So in front there is Pedro, and entering on the wave now is Titi. That's going to be an interesting one. I'd say that's interference. I'm going to be interested to see how the judges view that. Head judge Danny Jimenez and race director Juan Antonio are going to have to see that. If that was interference, Pedo would be penalised. There you go. That was a solid second turn. Let's see what he's got. I reckon he's, trying to get that air to get that different combo. Let's see what he's got there. Nah, not really. So 2 turns. Interference is a hard one. We do have a spotter out there to do. And Titi off the top, boom, there you go. Up top to bottom, getting past vertical there. Second turn coming down, let's see. Inside section, get a big iron up Pedro to see if he has a wave. No, let's see, are we going to see an air? It looks like it. We are, there you go. Airing off the back of that wave. Yes. Titi means business. He is not afraid of the Brazilian and proving that he's one of the better riders here in Cape Verde. That's great to see. You can just see him looking over his shoulder there, mid-wave, eyeing down Pedro and say, this is on, this is game. I'm not afraid of you. Let's see what you can do. Both riders going at it, so very, very impressive. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get a little information on that interference. I didn't quite see it, I couldn't quite get it on the screen here or at the corner, but yeah, let's see what our head judge said. Here we have Pedro. Yeah, there you go, power section of the wave, losing a little bit there off the top, so he'll be penalised for that. Let's see, this is that inside section we're talking about. You can see the waves jacking up a little bit. He's able to get those turned. That's 2, 3, and Titi on the back there, trying to cover himself up. Let's see, in that one turn. Let's see what he's got for us. He got some speed. Is he going to air? Yeah, he's looking for it there. Excuse me, not quite getting it there. Titi, very impressive, keeping himself busy. So just under 1.5 minutes left. You can see we're looking to see what Pedro is doing. He knows it's close. Both of these riders know they are neck and neck. It's going to be a very photo finish, as that they would say. Let's see what Pedro Matos does here. So coming up next will be Reese Meyerskop against Hugo Martinez. So yeah, also Reese has been here for almost a week now, and Hugo, a very, very good surfer from France. So yeah, that's also going to be a very nice heat coming up next for heat number 9B. And then after that, heat number 10A, we have the legend from Cape Verde, Mito Montero, again against his fellow countryman, Mr. Lopez. So that's going to be also a great heat. The talent of all these riders, any rider and any heat can be a fighter. It doesn't matter if it's first, second, third, fourth, semi-finals or finals. It doesn't matter. All of the heats are amazing riding. Here we have Titi. He's obviously decided to go for one of the inside sections. It's be interesting to see closing seconds of the heat. And then on the outside, it does look like Pedro is going to get on the wave. The question will be if he doesn't get on it, if it will count. He's on the bump there. That's going to be a hard one. I'm going to have to get some info from the judges to see if that wave does count, because he was on the bump, he wasn't actually on the face. No, so he's run out of there. So unless a score is to be dropped, that's going to be one of the first upsets of the competition. The local Tipi Lopez kicking out the Brazilian Pedro Matos. Well deserved. Titi has been riding really well, showing the local knowledge, joining up those turns, and even trying to get a little cover up in the beginning of this heat, and definitely had a little bit of a better wave selection and got a couple of the bigger waves in the heat. So yeah, congratulations Titis, and it looks like you have gone through to the next round.
Ok, próximo, Luiz Esmarim, já se comigo, seguinte, aquele Kite, Lopez e Matos, quem venceu foi Kite. Um salve para a Kite.
Okay, so it's official. Titi Lopez has taken out the Brazilian Pedro Matos. Congratulations, Titi. I can see the beach going wild just on the left-hand corner of my booth here. That is a very impressive win for him. He has to be happy there. So on screen now, F1 rider from France, Hugo Marin. Haven't seen him ride for a year, but very impressed with him before, so it's great to see him back on tour. And then he will be going up against Rhys Myerscough from Canada, who are riding for Ocean Rodeo. So I've just been told we're going to have one of our better Go riders here coming up. Catarina's going to join me for a little interview. So, but as you can see here on the screen, the waves are starting to pump. There we have Rhys, Ocean Rodeo. Just not quite making that wave. That was a very good wave at the set. So he's going to be going back out. Let's see if he turned. Yeah, there you go. He's turned around there to get that second wave of the set. Let's just see if our cameraman goes a little bit closer. So this is going to be the first wave of Rhys. If he makes it in, is he going to decide to? Yeah, he's deciding to turn back out. You can see offshore conditions hard to get on the face, but once they get on that face, they don't need the kite. They just need the speed and surf and keeping that kite low to be able to continue. So awesome to see these conditions, and the waves are just getting bigger and bigger. This is great. I can see some of the locals outside of my booth here. Just congratulations, Titi. That is a big win. He's going to be a force to reckon with. Beating Pedro, he's motivated. So it's going to be good to see him throughout the competition. So here we have the Frenchman, Hugo Marin, taking the first wave. A little bit of an inside section, but some of these inside waves are actually working better than the bigger ones, but not that one. Here we go, Rhys Myerscough. Nice bottom turn off the top. Little air there, just coming off, letting go. Trying to get a little cut back there or grab rail. Not quite sure the judges are going to be too keen with that. You know, they want the fluidity, they want the surf. That's how they want to do it. You know, they want to see linking the moves, not kind of being stuck in the middle of the wave. So yeah, interesting approach there from the Canadian, but still, I've been seeing Rhys over, you know, the Instagram over the last week, and he has been ripping in the waves, and he is a solid surfer. So we're going to be seeing big things from him this year.
Javier, Porta Preta, 2019, Waves on Fire.
So yeah, like we say, we are here for the first event of the GKA World Tour in Cape Verde. We're super stoked to be here. The conditions are amazing. It's one of the best right-hander waves we have in the world. Why are we here? We are here to see the best of the best battle it out in this graveyard that is Punta Preta. So how many events are we going to be having throughout the year? We are looking at 6 events where we will be crowning the world champion. We want to see the most complete rider. We want the freestyle. We want the mix. We want these waves. This is why we've come to this place. Here we have Rhys Myerscough. He's pumping. He's trying to get on some of these waves. You know, the conditions have gone a little bit further offshore, so harder to get on, but it looks like he's eyeing up this little section, going, you know, he wants to get a score on the board. Both of these riders don't have any scores yet, so let's see. So Rhys coming down the face, nice amount of speed, just, you know, touching his nose, maybe it could be in that elbow, off the top, there you go, letting that board loose. That was a very good turn. One hit wonder, but good to see. That's going to be a good initial score for him. So we just started round 2 of the competition. So this is the heat number 9B of the competition. You know, we have 4 rounds, semi-finals and finals, so we still have quite a way to go of the event, but you know, with conditions like this, it's great to see. I hope we'll be able to also do a double elimination for this event, where basically what does that mean? Single and double eliminations means the guys have 2 chances to continue the competition. So if they get kicked out, they are still able to make their way up, all the way up the ladder, further on the competition, and can still be crowned the champion of Cape Verde. What happens? The winner of the single elimination has to be beaten 2 times to be able to lose his title. We saw it in Brazil. Camille Delanoy took the single elimination, but then Ayrton Collino beat him twice to crown himself Brazilian champion. And I just have Catarina walking here into the booth. She is one of the best wave riders we have here on tour. Also one of the members of the committee. Catarina, nice to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's nice to be with these conditions. What do you think of this place?
Yes, it's awesome. I'm so happy to be here. And we had the first couple of tricky days with the conditions, but since this morning it's just been so wonderful.
It's picture perfect. I mean, coming here last year we had a couple of good days of the waves, but this year this is why we're here. This is what we want.
Yes, and it couldn't be a better timing. Yesterday was huge waves, only a handful of people out, and today it's just on. It's so good. I was riding 1.5 hours this morning, and it was the best 1.5 hours I had on my switch side. So I'm really happy.
I'm definitely going to get to the beach a little earlier and hopefully be able to get out on the water. So what's the thing that's impressing you the most about the riders here? I was talking to Yamarco, the local talent. Titi Lopez just kicked out Pedro Matos, one of our veterans on tour. There's such a following of the sport of kitesurf here, obviously thanks to riders like Montero, Collino. You know, from the ladies' side, I can see a lot of new faces. You've been here for a week. Are there some potential world champions out there?
Yes, for sure. Like there is some new names coming into in the picture, and the concurrence is definitely getting harder. And yeah, it's been already last year. I was point-wise, I was 1 heat from getting 3rd overall, which was a bit tough in the end, but
that's competition.
That's competition, and I just have to do better this year and try to stay on top. It's gonna be hard, but we'll see.
I'm sure you'll be able to pull it off. It's also, you know, really good. There's 13 lady riders here at this event. It's great to see the girls following the tour, and you know, riders like yourself, Muna. It's going to be really impressive to see you girls on the water. So yeah, once again, thanks for being here, Catalina, and look forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe. And have a good day, everyone.
Thanks, Catalina. Good luck. Bye. So we're back. So great to see Catalina here in the booth. She has been here a week, and like you said, she has been seeding a lot of these riders come through, new names, beginning of the tour 2019. We are in Cape Verde. This is a surfing heritage background. We finished the tour in Australia and a couple of new faces came up, and it's going to be a great event. There you go, Ulramarin, nice little bottom. Oh ho ho, just not quite getting it there. Lost the board there half turn, and unfortunately just got kicked off that way. But yeah, it's impressive to see this youngster. He really did impress me last year, and it seems like his level's been going up. I know he's been here for a little while, so it's good to see the youngsters coming through the sport. And here we have the veteran Reese Myerscott on the Ocean Rodeo kite. There you go, shot. That's nice, pulling that too loose. There you go. Coming back down the wave. He's trying to break himself. You can see there's that little flat section, then it kind of comes up again. Let's see if you got a second turn. No. Once again, one-hit wonder there. Solid turn there from Reese, but you know, we do want to see the combinations. We want to see linking those turns, those roundhouses, those catbacks, getting back to the power section of the wave, powering down the line. Always seems like he's seen something in line. That turn doesn't count. The first turn of the wave, if you turn into it, does not count. Let's see what he's got here. The second one off the bottom. Yeah, nice laid back there. And let's see, is he going to be going for an air? And Ugo also answering the back. There you go. Good speed coming down the face. Let's see, off the bottom. Front hand pressure, keeping that kite in the section, letting the tail loose, just getting pulled off the top there. Super important, like we were mentioning with Jan Marcos, to have that kite low, to keep that kite pulling so you get pulled back onto the wave. Good riding for both of them. So Reese seems to have the upper hand at the moment, has a 2.5. You can see Ugo's been a little bit busier, but not quite getting the scores. So Reese has had a 2.5 and a 3.8, totaling that 6.3. And Ugo Medina, unfortunately, is 0. Ah, there you go, that last wave, so a 3.1. So good last wave there from Ugo. So still, this heat is very much alive. Reese in the lead, but Ugo, one more wave, he'll be able to take it. So let's see, interesting to see if they have enough time for a next set. Sets have been at intervals about 3 to 4 minutes, so I'm pretty sure we will see the last wave from both of these riders. Reese Myerscough also seriously involved in Ocean Rodeo. He does a lot of the development. The board that is under his feet is designed, shaped and made by him, so he's one of those guys super dedicated into testing and getting new moves, and that's why that turn, he knows that board. He's made that board for this way. I was talking to him recently and he's been trying out a few new things, and it looks like it's working it for him. Ugo eyeing up a wave as well. Let's see. There you go. A little bit smaller but nice. Now he knows it's the closing minutes of the heats. He needs a good wave, so he's going to be aiming to go at the back, and it looks like there's a little bit of energy there. Let's see. So coming in here, Ugo Mariam from France, coming down the fast, down the line, eyeing up the section. Nice little bottom turn. No, just dying out, and you can see Reese Myerscough there coming on one of the better waves of the heat. Let's see. Obviously our cameraman decided to move. Reese letting go of the bar, trying to go. Is he going to get? Yeah, there you go. Nice little air, combining the freestyle. Does he land? Yeah, landing it out. Great. This is what we want. It's also, you know, it's about the stoke. It's about the show. This is how we want our riders to become complete. We want the turns. We want the airs. We want the bow. It's good to see the smile on their faces. So obviously Reese knew he couldn't make much more of that wave, so decides to go off the lip. Won't be a huge score, but it will be scored a little bit better for that added innovation there. So Reese getting a nice score on that last wave. 4.3. Ugo having a little bit of trouble with his kite, and here you go, Reese keeping busy once more, coming down. There you go, nice face. See what he's got for us. Off the bottom, stalling, nice off the top. Definitely in the power section of the wave. Let's see, can he make it through that next section? Double pump on the bomb. Nice layback turn there, grabbing the wave, dragging his hand. There you go. That's a beautiful turn. So 3-turn combo. 4. That's going to be a very good score for Reese. That's definitely the best wave of the heat there. Congratulations, Reese. It looks like you have that one in the bag. Solid riding from the Canadian rider from Ocean Rodeo. And I don't know if you can see out the back on the screen, probably the biggest set of the day is rolling in. Ugo, frankly, just got his kite up, but he's going to want to get on that board if he's seen what's coming out there. Yeah, he's looped out there, so he's out of the danger zone. But yeah, the tide is pushing, the waves are increasing, and Cape Verde is on fire.
Montero e Lopez já para o próximo evento. Montero e Lopez. Dois Braga, dois irmãos, dois colegas de Kite-Surf.
Okay, so coming up next on the water is Montero. He is one of the best riders in the wave, and this is his wave. We've been watching him recently. He knows this off the back of his hand. It's amazing to see what he can do with this. And you can see, there you go, both of the local Cape Verdean in the orange lycra, Montero, and in the right rider, Lopez with the Elevate Kite. He's been riding really well, got through that first round. You can see shackers all around for Montero. Lopez, one of the youngsters coming up, you know, Mito is he's an example for all of these guys, so it's really, really good to see. This is great. You can see the sets are rolling in. It definitely looks like the times are at the right moment, and this is getting bigger and better. We have Montero on the wave, and we have Mr. Lopez also, so this is going to be a very, very good heat. You can see Mito always impresses me with the small kite that he's out there. He's out there on an 8 meter. He knows this wave. He knows all he needs is the power of the kite to get into the wave, and then it's pure surfing. So it's great to see him here out on the water. This is the second round of the single elimination, the GKA Kite-Surf World Tour event in Cape Verde. We have perfect barren right-hander waves, and we have the best of the best there out on the water. Here we have Lopez initiating a solid section backside off the bottom. Just not quite getting a little bit of a close out there. But yeah, good way to start off the heat. Wind has definitely got a little bit lighter there. You can see the guys are having to power themselves into the wave, but they can't get the slack in the kite, because if they do, it just falls out the sky. You can really, you know, equipment choices here is key. So as we were saying, this is day one of the GKA Kite-Surf World Tour event in Cape Verde, and what a day we're on. This is, you know, we have perfect waves. It's great to see, to be able to start the tour here. The tour this year, awesome to see the combination of the freestyle and the kite-surf surfing disciplines of the support. We've been, you know, this is a thing that has been trying to happen for a long time, so it's great to see all of the family underneath one roof. So here we have all, you know, Montero on the screen, orange lycra, and Lopez in the white lycra. Just, you know, minute and a half into this heat, both of these guys know each other. They kite with each other every single day, and it looks like Mito is eyeing up a wave here. Let's see what he's got. Still, you know, needs a score yet. He hasn't been on a wave. Is he going to go on this one? Yeah, looks like it. Nope, prove me wrong. Unfortunately, no, he's just turned out. You know, if anybody knows this break, it's Mito, so he's obviously going to be looking for that wave to start off his heat. Wind's got a lot more offshore. You can see the guys riding a little bit more parallel to the shore, which makes it even more difficult and even more technical to get those turns. You can see the elevate kite here for Mr. Lopez. Let's see, he's obviously going to turn back and head himself out more to the point to get that next set. So we have got a full pack second round here coming up. We've got Yadis Delmo against Nicola Adjev coming next. Jaume's Italian, doing really well in that last event on the freestyle side in Brazil, and Nicola Adjev had a very solid Dakar event a couple of years back, almost putting out powerhouse Paulino, who is going to be coming up next. But on the outside, I can see a huge set coming through. There we have it, Lopez dropping it into the wave. Look at this side, bottom turn, going down a little. Looks like he's a little bit overpowered. They're going to wait for that start section. Let's see, is he going to make it? No, the waves flatten out, probably going to turn out of that one. And here we have Montero on the back. There you can see he's waiting for that section, staying in the power zone. Now he goes up off the top, solid top turn, right on the section. Look at, there you go, critical point of the way. This is what the judges are looking for. You know, nice combination. He's looking for the barrel. There you go, and once again another turn. You can see that he lives here. This is his break, and he's out to prove a point that he wants to be the champion of his home break. Yeah, solid ride in there from the Cape Verdean Montero. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of score that is. Must be in the 6 or 7 point range. Let's see what our judges have to say. Also Lopez, very nice entry on that wave there. Just unfortunately had a little bit too much power and getting pulled off. But yeah, great to see the youngster. You know, you have to imagine the pressure going up against a rider like Montero. But then also, sometimes riders saying when they're going up against a very known rider, you just got to have fun. You know, what better? You're there with your countrymen, with your friend, with probably one of your mentors, enjoying Punta Preta with solid side-foot swells. Doesn't get much better. So there you go, 8 points for that wave. The judges obviously pushing that up. They've seen the difference. Definitely Metu was going more vertical than most of the riders we've seen. So that's the highest scoring wave so far. From our angle, didn't look like it got covered up. I think maybe he did. So yeah, solid score. There you go. Look at the style, just coming down. Bottom turns, fluid, setting a line, stay into it, coming down again, coming off the top. There's that critical section off the down, always staying vertical once again. There you go, he's going to be looking for this air. Only Metu and Ayrton have been trying these air where they actually land these things on the wave. So, you know, that's innovation there as well. That's also going to be a high scoring wave there for Metu Montero. Little bit of background here from Metu. Metu is probably the godfather of the strapless discipline of our sport. He's been, you know, who doesn't know Metu? He's, you know, also on off the water, he is one of the best ambassadors of our sport. He's always got a shaka, always got a time for everybody. Helps out with the tour incredibly. You know, he is one of the more veterans on the tour and will, you know, keep the youngsters in check. And here he is proving that he can, and this is why. So this is his home break, and he must be happy to be performing like he is. And here we have the youngster Lopez out to prove a point. There you go. Look at that hand style. Opening up. There you go. Nice wave coming down. There you go. Sort of there. Come on, back up the top. Looking over the top. Open the hips. Nice little top turn. Just losing it there. Just not quite getting the power in the kite. He needs to hit it a little bit harder if he wants to stay on that wave. There you go. We have another set rolling in here in Cape Verde. This is just picture perfect. It's insane. Wave after wave. Here we go. Meter. High in this section. There you go. This is what's going to be a good one. Boom, off the top, getting covered up on that turn. That's how far in on the wave he was. There you go, nice lay back there. Just, you know, grabbing a rail, trying to lose a little bit of speed so he can stay there. Then little air to finish off. You can see the smile. Yeah, and it's still going. What's else he's got for us? Good wave there from Meter. It's great to see these guys smile. They're having fun. I mean, you imagine for a local Cape Verdean, this is why they want this event here. They're showing the world best. This is why our place is one of the best in the world, and it must be a privilege for them to be able to showcase what they can do at their home break and give us a show and a spectacle that we will remember. So explaining the format a little bit, this is a single elimination competition. What does that mean? So first we would do a single and then a double. So every rider, even if they get kicked out in the single elimination, have a chance to go at it again. So it's almost as if they had 2 lives. It's probably one of the fairest ways to compete. And also, you know, anything can happen in a competition. You know, we don't want riders to be traveling from all the corners of the globe and then suddenly, unfortunately, break a kite and can't continue. So they do have another chance. And here we have Mr. Lopez on another wave, backside. I'm impressed with the wave selection of this guy. You can tell he lives here. Come on, bottom turn. Little bit too much speed there, off the top. Nice little turn going down the wave, letting go, trying to lose some of that power. And there you go, pushing the leg. You can definitely see this guy looks at Macho a lot. He has that same top hack, and me too. Little bit of freestyle there for the crowd, just going high. Obviously couldn't see past that wave and just decided to get a bird's eye view. Also really good to see we have a total of 39 of the best riders of the world here in Cape Verde for the best event, and for conditions like this to come through is a dream come true for us and for them. Everybody smiles, everybody shackers, and it's a great way to start off the tour. And then also ladies, we have 13 ladies. I've been watching these girls for the last couple of days and they rip. They are here to prove a point, and it's going to be very impressive to see their riding. The waves are solid, it's big, and they're amped. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, maybe I'll stay on the shore. And you can see these girls there. Is it our turn yet? Is it our turn yet? So it's great to see, you know, everybody's motivated, everybody's happy, and we're just here to have a good time. There you go, Lopez keeping busy once again. Another wave, another great wave selection. Open up. I love how he has the really. There you go. That's the style. Coming down again, eyeing up that second open up of the hips. Nice little top turn there, just losing it off the top. Let's see. I can see Mitchell. Boom. Off the top on a nice wave again. There you go. This is that air. Does he land on the face? There you go. That is innovation right there. It's almost as if it reminds us of like when Josh Angulo was doing it with the windsurfing, which makes sense. Josh Angulo lives here in Cape Verde and rides with these guys all of the time. So they're obviously, they're watermen. It's the combination of all the different sports to maximize what they can do on the wave, and that's what makes champions. That's what makes guys like me too, that just prove themselves in all different conditions. It's what we're looking for. The GKA here, the World Tour, is out to get the most complete strapless rider. It's why we have formats like double elimination, so they have the best chance to prove themselves that they can perform in perfect wave, cross on shore, mush, flat, freestyle, speed, you name it, these guys can do it, and that is who will get the main world champion title at the end of the year. So it's great to see kicking off for the tour with an event of this caliber. So closing seconds under this heat, looks like there's a bit of energy out the back. Will it be enough? Will they get on the wave on time? Remember, 15 wave max, the top 2 waves count, but also if you are on the wave face as the buzzer hits, that wave does count. So that's what they're going to be looking for. I can see that. There's the buzzer. So Montero taking the win there with a 15.84. That is one of the biggest scores we've had in the event so far. But a big round of applause to Mr. Lopez. He's been riding really well and looking forward to see him in the double elimination. But going through to the next round will be Montero. See, they're just having fun here. One of the reasons to be here, imagine you're out on the water with a friend and you are literally have Punta Preta to yourself. What a lot of the guys were saying, it's a dream come true. So I have 15 15 minutes to have it all to myself, not have to worry about people dropping in or getting priority. The wave's mine. That's worth it just for that. So coming up next, you can see here front and center of the RRD kite and the white lycra, Nikola Abdiev coming from Bulgaria. Nikola, a solid freestyler, but a very, very talented surfer. He actually had, you know, throughout the years, he's had a couple of very good heats. The one that comes to mind was against Paulino Pereira in Dakla, almost taking out the Portuguese powerhouse by 0.01 of a point. So he's a force to be reckoned with. And then we have Jadis de Olmo from Italy. Jadis on screen right now, orange lycra, riding for Cabrina. Impressive riding from him in Brazil. He did really well. Very, very talented freestyler. It's going to be interesting to see how he does in the waves, and you can see the sets are starting to roll in there. Look at that. What a way to start off the heat. On the buzzer, we have perfect 6-foot sets out the back. This is what we want. This is why we're in Cape Verde. Look at the size of that. It's just peeling it off the point. Let's see, I can see Nicola's kite there in the back. Is he going to get on that wave? There's a solid one there. There you go, coming down the line. Nicola, go for it. There you go. Let's see, bottom turn. Is he going to engage? He's eyeing up. It's twice his side. Come on, go for it. Up the top, off there you go. There you go, getting a little bit of section. Obviously, you know, one of the bigger the waves of the day. Just to start off your heat with that one, maybe just needs a little bit more of a mojo to get into it. But yeah, good riding there from the Bulgarian. And I think this heat, we're going to have a couple of good sets. Okay, so right hand side of your screen, just entering on the wave now, the Bulgarian Nikola Abdiev with RRD riding. Let's see what he's got for us. He's eyeing up the section, bottom turn, off the top, little bit flat, but yet keeping his speed down. He wants to stay in that critical section of the wave. Nice, there you go, nice and powerful, nice little airdrop. That just shows where he is. Once again, off the top, three turn combination of that wave. It's going to be a good starting score for him. He can be happy with that. And here we have Yadis pumping to get on that wave. Is he going to make it on? Looks like he is. So here we have the Italian. Let's see what he has for us. Oh, turn in. Nope. Obviously didn't like what he saw. Decided to keep priority and stay out the back. Once again, you know, this is a surfing competition. So some of these inside waves, they might be steeper, but they're only one-hit wonders. You do want, you know, the judges are looking for the combinations. They want the waves to join up, to link up the moves, the fluidity, not to be stalling too much, not to be using the kite so much. It's surfing. So you can see Yada's obviously looking for those bigger waves of this set, and this heat is having some of the best sets we've seen so far. Here we have Yadis, looks like with the blue Cabrina kite, looks like he's decided to take on a wave, looking over his shoulder, see what he's got for us. It's a little bit too far forward in this wave. He's going to have to stall quite a bit to get right back in the section. Now in the flat section of the wave, yeah, there you go, that's the freestyle side. So yeah, one-hit wonder, just a little bit of a jump there, not quite landing, not going to be a big score, probably under the one, but yeah, you know, he's getting into it. You can see the beach people are starting to push forward this. I mean, this is a spectacle. And I have here one of our rookies, one of the best youngsters we have on tour so far, Kiko Roy. Kiko, welcome. So what do you feel of the event so far?
Yeah, the event is going good. The waves are so good, the wind is better, and I think it's gonna be the best event of wave we have.
So you come from Tarifa, from hometown, so good to have you here. You one of the best freestylers coming up through the ranks. You are, you know, you're the name people are talking to, and congratulations. I know you just made Duathlon International, so I know you have a smile on your face. what is it like in the waves? Tarifa, we don't have these waves. How are you feeling? I know you came a few days to train. How do you feel in these conditions?
Yeah, I'm feeling so good. I'm trying to improve my level here. Those days we have some good conditions and I'm training so hard. And let's go to see what is my head going.
Absolutely, and without a doubt, you've got to go out, have fun, and I'm sure we're going to see big things for you in this event. So, Kiko, welcome to Cape Verde, and great to have you here. Gracias, Theo.
Voy ya, ¿no?
So Kiko Rod, I mean, he's one of our boys from town. He's one of our. He lives in Tarifa and he's grown up with us. The skill on the freestyle side that this kid has is insane. He is one of the names coming up through the ranks, and it's great to see him coming to events like these to improve his surfing sides, because we are looking for the most complete rider. You can't only be good at one thing. If you want to be world champ, you've got to be good at everything in all conditions and every single day. It's not an easy task, but someone will do it. And so far at the moment, we have Ayrton Collino and Jalou Langrini as reigning champions. Let's see who will be 2019. There we have the Italian Jadis De Olmo from Italy coming in on that wave. Nice top turn. There you go, a little bit, and changing on screen, Nicolas Diev, really like his start. Powerful, fluid, letting go of that hand, looking over his shoulder, trying to stay in the power section of the wave. There you go, nice free combo, laying back, dragging the backhand, 4 turns, not such an amount of power in that one, but stalling out so he can continue down. Once again, it's about linking those maneuvers together, so that's going to be a good score for Nicolas. Coming up next after this heat, we will have Paulino Pereira against Betancourt. Paulino Pereira, coming from Portugal, veteran on the tour. We call him the Portuguese powerhouse, and in the next heat you will see why. Last year here in Cape Verde, he got kicked out a little earlier than expected, but he had some of the best waves of the event, hitting a 10-point ride on one of his heats. So here we have some scores on the screen now. You have from Bulgaria, front and center, Nicolas Diev, 10.7. He's got a 4.73 and a 5.97 combo weight. Good, good scores, medium scores. Jadis De Olmo not quite linking them together as much as Nicolas, so only below the 2.0 range on his wave. So, that's what the judges are looking about. It's not all about one turn. It's about linking the maneuvers, surfing, joining, and reading the wave, hitting the wave in the correct section to maximize your surfing and those points, and that's what they will be scoring. Little bit of a low here, but yeah, impressive the amount of waves coming through in Punta Preta, and it's so nice to be here to see this. Thanks to a lot of people to making this event. Joe Silva, one of the main organizers that has made this possible. Joe coming from, kite surfing background, competitor, and it's great to see, some of the competitors coming on and bringing themselves to, create events because they want to show their hometown. They want to bring people to their break and, promote their country. And, also people like the Ministerio General de Deporte, Ministerio de Turismo Transporte, Cámara Municipal de Sao, all of the sponsors, TUI, ASA, Grupo Cabo Verde, Telecom, New Hilton Group, Green Studio, F1, Nautic Sport Eventos, everybody has put their little grain of sand to make this event happen. And look at the event we have and the waves we have. There you have Jadis going backside there off the bat. Nice little wave. Let's see what he's got. Is the eye and he's he was trying to get a little cover out there but didn't quite make it out. But yeah, interesting to see, Jadis mixing it up, going front side and backside, showing how, he's a complete rider. Judges are going to take that into account. Obviously not completing too many turns on that wave, not going to be a huge score, but showing his versatility. It's incredible how Cape Verde is growing. It's actually one of the countries that is booming at the moment. You can see, you know, every year we come back, there's more apartments, there's more hotels, there's more support, more people. It's definitely going to be a kite surfing destination for the future, and already is. You know, we have centres like Mito Montero's centre at Kite Beach, worldwide known, and it's really good. Very, very good location if you want to come for a holiday. I know the season for Cape Verde is probably comes from about March to October, February, March, and especially in the earlier months is when the waves are about. So if you're thinking about kite surf holiday, this is a place to see, and this is why. Look at the Bulgarian coming down one of the bigger waves of the heat. Can't even see it on the screen. He's eyeing it up. Is he going to go for it? Yeah. Top turn, nice, letting the tail loose, coming down. You can see, I love his face, how he's just keeping cool and collected. You can see the concentration he has there, keeping to that power section of wave. Nice couple of turns on that wave, good wave selection. That's going to be a higher score because he's definitely one of the bigger waves that they hit. So just under 3 minutes left of this heat. So we have Javier from Bulgaria riding for RRD in the lead. And Giadis Delmo from Italy riding for Cabrina, just trailing, but anybody's game at the moment. You know, Nicola has had better wave selection. He's been hitting the turns in the place, you know, making those more radical maneuvers, and especially he's been linking it. He's been hitting 4 or 5 turns on each wave, so the judges are going to be scoring that high. We saw it in the heat before us, Mito Montero linking it, doing a lot of turns, you know, roundhouses, cutbacks, coming back to the power section of wave, utilizing the power, going back. That's what the judges are scoring. It's not about, you know, train rides straight down the line. It's about maximizing everything they can do. So great to see the Bulgarian pushing the limits here in this heat. You can see out the back of my screen a little bit of wave. Nicola, once again, wave selection. There you go. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was a nice hit. It so crisp, but unfortunately just got kicked off the wave there. But yeah, Nicola's going for it. He's, you know, pushing this heat. Let's see Giadis. I can see him out the corner of my booth aiming up for a heat. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, there you go. Very nice set. Blue Kite Cabrina coming in now. Let's see if our cameraman goes a little bit closer. There you go. Solid sides wave. Decided to go front side on this one. Power on that front. Come on, Giadis. Get back to the power section. Sheet out that kite. You don't want so much power. Let's see. Bottom turn. Not quite wave, very fast here. You can see that it's having a hard time keeping it together there. Then on the back, Nicola again seems to be a little bit more in tune with the ocean at the moment. There you go, very nice off the top, very nice there from the Bulgarian. He's definitely got the upper hand in this heat. Less than a minute to go. Giadis has a 2-wave combination, so Nicola is going to take the win for this heat. Impressive riding from the Bulgarian. And he's going to have to keep it up, because in next round, round 3, he will be going up against Mito. And Nicola, you can just see, is having a good time. He doesn't care. There's little seconds less. He's still going for it. Bottom turn. I really like the bottom turn start, and just how smooth and collected it is. Small little wave here, smiles from ear to ear. Yeah, you can see Nicola is kept busy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 waves. And then Giadis only pulling together 3. Not quite in sync there, obviously, but as we were explaining before, this is a single and double elimination format. So Giadis, even though he got kicked out now, he will still have another chance further along in the event. I mean, this is only day 1. This is a 5-day event, and in day 1 we have amazing conditions. I hope for conditions like this every day, and we're just going to see the best. And Nicola getting the barrel outside of the buzzer, but getting completely covered up. This is what we want to see. This is what he needs if he's going up against a rider like Mito Montero. So yeah, Nicola means business. Coming up next, we will have Paulino Pereira, rider for Ozone on Portugal, and we will have Betancourt riding for Core. from Cape Verde. Dani, Betancourt o Nevis? Ahora. Betancourt, ¿verdad? Actually wanted him to talk. You want me to do other stuff? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, look, one the man longer. And we're back with Paulino Pereira with the orange lycra and Betancourt with the white lycra. Paulino Pereira, one of the most powerful surfers we have out there, and they're front and center now. We have Betancourt. Betancourt, really good heat in the first round against Nevis. Very close but solid surfing from him, you can see. So it started the heat. Obviously he was eyeing up that little wave to see if it had an inside section, but unfortunately it didn't. But yeah, let's see. Paulino Pereira there also looks like he's coming in. There you go. This is the Portuguese power man there, and that's why that's one of the best turns we've seen so far. Bottom turn off the top, right in the critical section of the wave. Little air jump at the bottom, stalling it out. He's trying. He's been watching Ayrton. He's been watching me too. He wants to be part of that. Betancourt, oh, very nice turn there. Just not getting kicked off by the lip there. But yeah, this is a solid start to this heat. These boys mean business. So Paulino Pereira, one of the veterans on tour, he's been with us throughout the years. You know, top 3, top 5, top 10 rider. It's amazing how complete he is. You know, he's a military aeroplane engineer. You know, so he has a full-time job, trains when he can, comes to all of the events. So it's, you know, really good to see Paulino here. And on the back you can see Betancourt on a solid sized wave. Nice little bottom turn, coming back to the power section. There you go, off the top, really nice. Just not quite getting the power there. He needs to, you know, get that kite down. So third turn, keeping it a little flat, but you know, combining those moves, linking them up. The judges are going to score this, but you know, if you want to get in those higher 7-point, 8-point rides, you want to be going off the top and keeping it smooth and not a little bit jumpy. Paulino looks like on the inside. Let's just see if our cameraman switches over, airing off the top, not quite getting in there. Just you know, get another score on the board. There you go, Paulino, 6.1 straight off the bat. That was a solid wave, a few good turns, great to see. So just over 10 minutes in this heat, and we've already had a lot of action. So we had a first set in the opening minutes of the heat, probably at least 2 or 3 heats, and here you can see, sorry, 2 or 3 sets, not heats, we will be able to see. So going to be interesting. Betancourt, solid, nice and powerful off the top. Just losing the edge there and nose diving off the wave. Let's see, I can still see some energy in the back out the corner of my billfold. Paulino going over in a bomb there. Let's see, will there be something in the back? Betancourt turned around, decided to just go out the back, and it looks like Paulino Pereira is eyeing up a nice wave. Let's see what he's got for us. Coming with his speed, stalling, he's looking for that top section. Solid boy, is he always looking for the barrel? Yeah! That's what we're talking about, that surfing. This is why he is one of the best riders we have on tour and one of the most complete riders. This is why he's always at the top of the overall ranking. He can surf, he can freestyle, he can mix it up, he can party. This is what we want to see. The Portuguese destroyer is out and hungry. Going to be interesting to see the score on that. If you compare both ways from Collino, solid, nice little cover up there. Don't think we could quite call it a barrel. It didn't, didn't go too deep on that wave. But yeah, definitely a nice cover up. Got a couple of turns, but then the first wave, let's not forget, linking 4 or 5 turns, bottom turns, drawing a line, going up the top, letting the tail loose, and coming down with power, not losing any speed throughout the turn. Going to be interesting to see how the judges will be valuing that. We have Betancourt, the core rider, white lycra, white kite, eyeing up. It looks like there's some energy on the back. And this heat has so many sets coming through. It's obviously the tide is pushing through, and this is getting bigger and better. Can't wait to see the rest of the competition come through. We are in the second round, heat number 11A. Out on the water is Pedo from Portugal and Betancourt from Cape Verde. Betancourt looked like he's grabbed a bomb. Solid bottom turn. Nice top off the top. Oh, also a little cover. There you go, the tide's in the right place again. Nice, coming down. This is going to be a good scoring wave. Getting a little bit carried away there, thinking he was going to get covered up there as also. Going for the third cover up. That's going to be a good scoring wave. I think Paulina's was maybe a little bit better on the turning side, but equally very good riding there from the local Cape Verdean. And Paulino stalling it out. You can just see him eye of the tiger coming down. Let's see, coming down solid, drawing the line off the top, nice and powerful. Had pressure on that back foot, letting that tail roll, and he's coming again, just linking those sections, airing off that one a little bit. Let's see, bottom section of these waves is a little bit more vertical, but it's harder because the wind is shifting, so it's a little bit more offshore down there, so even harder to keep those turns. Good wave there from Paulino, but I think Betancourt had the upper hand there before. As you can see the scores, this Paulino's wave with the tube all cover up 7.93. That's the second top wave of the event so far. Only Mitu topping that with an 8.03 if my memory serves me well. So yeah, solid riding from the Portuguese. Portugal also known for its surf, known for its wave. I know he rides a lot of the time at Costa Caparica and Super Duos. I've seen videos of his home spot. It's great to see, and you can see he is used to having a wave behind him. You can hear the waves breaking here. We are so close, and for the public to be right next to the action is insane. And yet another set is coming in this heat. Let's see. No, Betancourt's obviously seen something better out the back, and no wonder he turned around. Look at those sections coming through there. Let's see, as he turned, the wave is so big I can only see his kite flying in the air at the moment. Let's see what he's got for us. That is huge. Come on. Nice. There you go. Solid, powerful top turn there. Going back. That's what we want to see. Section. Yes. Nice. Second turn. Really good from Betancourt there. There you go. And out the back, Paulino Pereira. I know you didn't see that, but just had one of the best barrels of the event, getting completely covered up with his kite down. These guys mean business. The conditions are getting better and better. You can just see the spit coming out of the barrel of this. Really amazing conditions. We could not ask for anything better for the first events of the tour. Thank you, Mother Nature. There you go, Paulino going back. He just had a solid wave. I know you didn't quite see it on the live stream. Good couple of turns and then just completely got barreled there. So you know, tubes are a huge part of surfing. Some surfers will say the best sensation in the world is to get barreled, and I think I'd have to agree. There is nothing quite like it. You are in the cathedral, as they would call it. So yeah, to actually pull that off with the kite, imagine you have to have your lines pretty much going straight out of the tube, so you have to have the kite loop, the technical difficulty. Probably one of the best guys out there doing it is got to be Kiaki the Voitis. Recently I just seen him in Fiji, also in Australia, getting absolutely pitted, which is amazing, and pushing the boundaries on that surfing side. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite make it for this event. He is going to be missed because he is always one of the top contenders at any wave event. But again, the sets just keep coming and coming. Betancourt there, white lycra, front and center, eyeing down this wave. Let's see what he's got for us. Also, nice size, look at that. Bottom turn, drawing the line, there you go, powerful off the top. Does he hold it? Wobbling a bit there, holding it. You can just see the amount of speed he has there. This is where the section gets a little bit flatter. You have to go, you aim it down. Unfortunately, not quite making it on that one, but yeah, Betancourt definitely having a very good selection of the wave. Let's see how it comes throughout the heat, but Paulino Pereira so far in front. How long after this? 2 minutes. There's 2 minutes 50 left. So just a little bit of info. We're going to be cutting the live stream in about 2 minutes. We're going to be cutting the live stream in about 2 minutes because we have to update all of the Facebook links, etc. So if you bear with us, we will be right back online after this. But even so, let's still keep looking at this heat. Paulino Pereira absolutely destroying these Cape Verdean waves. I know he had something to prove. Last year he got kicked out early and was not a happy camper. He is here to prove why we call him the Portuguese powerhouse. And once again, this is why. Bottom turn, boom, off the top, eyeing down. Look at that, right in this section. Right, you can see he just reads this wave. He knows, he's used to these conditions. There you go, cool and collected. There's that flat section on the middle. I was going for that air reverse there, not quite getting it. Betancourt on the outside, also a nice wave. Once again, just kicking out there. Action left, right and center. Definitely the waves are getting bigger. The tide is right where we want it. You can see the offshore breeze is just giving you those rainbows off the back, and I can see in the corner of my screen yet another set coming through, and Betancourt is there ready to destroy it. Let's see what the cool rider from Cape Verde has for us. So coming down, nice powerful turn off the top, edging back, keeping to that section, drawing that line. You can see he's changed his board. He's gone from that freestyle board, and it is working for him. He knows his gear. Nice and powerful, linking 3 turns together. Let's see, letting go of that backhand. Unfortunately, just get kicked by the lip there. So yeah, not quite making the score he wanted, but still a good, solid 2 or 3 turn waves. Get a little cutback. Offshore conditions, very impressive for him from the local, but he has come up against a hungry and very powerful Paulino Pereira, who at the moment is in the lead. Let's see how this heat ends. So like I mentioned, we are going to be cutting the live stream for a few minutes now, so bear with us. We will be just updating all of the links and we'll be right back. Coming up next is going to be Ralph Bolin against André Robosa from Brazil. André Robosa, a very solid performance in the Brazilian event. It's going to be good to see him here in the waves. So, red flag, and we will be right back.